It is high school football time, and this is Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Fairfield for fantastic deals. They've been around here a lot of years, since 1986. Hi, everybody. Gary Crispin, my longtime colleague Ken Sir joins me for Bay Mare. And Kenny, we were doing games way back in the early 80s when Berwick came onto the playing field as not only a state champion, but a team that got all kind of USA Today, #1 in the nation, national championships. They became the team, not only here in Pennsylvania, but a team everybody looked at.
They were the team, and they wanted to play big time. They played in Ohio. They played in Georgia because they won the first ever state championship in 1988. They added all the USA Today publicity in their run to eventually 6 state championships.
Yeah, and ironically, Bo Orlando, who was their star in those early days, and the team that was the national champion back in 1983. He's their athletic director. Carm DiFrancesco, the head coach of a Berwick team. They come in 1-1, trying to get back to some of that glory, but they're really good coming in. And Chuck Cruz trying to bring the glory back to the Millionaires, who opened 2-0 in the season. They're playing pretty good football right now.
And the first few years there, he beat Berwick the first 2 years. Millionaires have lost the last 2 years to the Bulldogs, so it'll be a great setup.
Yeah, ironically, this is our 34th year of cable sports. First game we ever did, Berwick, and the Millionaires won that game. It was 1987, beating Jake Kelchner, who later would go on to West Virginia, where Bo Orlando played. How about that? It was the Millionaires over Berwick. A lot of years with George Curry and Tim Montgomery, but Curry had one of the greatest runs ever in high school football in America. Berwick and the Millionaires coming up at the top of the hour. This is Cable Sports, the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week, and Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Fairfield for fantastic deals. We'll be back with more of the pregame. Don't go away. Rennie, hard to believe, 42 years and gone strong, rolling along with Rennie Road Armor Allstate Insurance. One reason you have done so well with so many of your folks, it's all about great relationships, and then you do follow through with policy reviews. Why are policy reviews so important?
The big difference between us and your buy insurance online is we have contact with you. We know your needs. We know changes in your life. It is so important that we get together on a regular, yearly, or 2-year basis and go over everything. Discounts change, laws change, driving habits change. We're going to look after you in that situation. The 1-800 numbers don't care about all those changes.
Yeah, and many times that policy review ends up saving you money for a better deal that you can give them the discount that they have coming to them.
Oh, absolutely. I've looked at one today that I had to mail someone would save them almost $1,000 a year on new discounts and new products that we have.
And the other key to policy reviews, making sure that you guys have their up-to-date contact information so it makes it easier to get you together with them and save them money in the long run.
It's so important that clients make sure we have their correct phone numbers, emails, whatever. We try to contact so many people and we can't get them. Insurance is one of the most important aspects of your financial future and your lifestyle.
Rennie Road Armor, Allstate Insurance.
Pudgy's Pizza is serving delicious subs, incredible wings, and their amazing pizzas and specialty pizzas at its brand new location in the Savoy Plaza, Montoursville. If you're planning the family dinner or you need the Pudgy's Pack or Max Pack for a weekend party, order online at pudgysofwilliamsport.com or call Pudgy's Montoursville location at 570-980-9875. And don't forget Pudgy's legendary location at 2028 Lycoming Creek Road in Williamsport. Same awesome taste, now at 2 terrific locations. Make it a Pudgy's Day today.
Biter's Furniture, Mattress, and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can...
Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance, Route 15, South Side. Jim Moff & Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement.
Debbie, welcome to Moff & Associates. We have about 40 years experience here, and we're going to have to come up with a game plan for your retirement, and we'll be able to make sure you have enough income for life.
Jim Moff, Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com.
A lot's changed in 30-plus years, but one thing remains the same. When you're ready for a new car or truck, count on the Fairfield Auto Group for fantastic deals. With 800 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, you'll find exactly what you want at the price you need. So while trends come and go, you'll always find the same incredible selection and savings you expect from the Fairfield family. With 5 locations in Central PA, Fairfield Auto Group for fantastic deals.
And this is Friday Night Lights. Gary Crispin, Ken Sawyer getting ready for what should be a great game. Lot of hype coming in, even though there won't be many fans in the stands. A lot of folks watching this at cablesportslive.com, webweeklylive.com, and we're going to link it to my Gary Crispin Facebook page.
So tonight, with a triple option that Conde Francesco's brought in, a little different look, but I think the rivalry's still there.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Berwick, with all that tradition, the Millionaires trying to get back to that. Carm DiFrancesco, the head coach of this football team, who's got a lot of tradition of his own. He was a member of a great couple of years at Mount Carmel, and recently, that Southern team of a year ago, I know they did on Channel 16, they surveyed the best teams from this area over the years. 2 Berwick teams there. Berwick of 83, Berwick of 92 with Ron Paulus, Bo Orlando Berwick team of 83. They put Southern on top. There was a Henry Hynoski team in there from Southern, another Southern team, and Mount Carmel 1969. They were loaded up. Those are some fast facts. Going to be fun as Berwick comes in to take on the Williamsport Millionaires. Ken, when we come right back, we're going to talk Price Optical Athletes of the Week. We've got 2 to look at. We'll be back in a moment. Don't go away. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, members serving members for 75 years. BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar is a Central PA classic 7 days a week, Sealands Grove and Danville, featuring the only authentic oyster bar in the region every day. And the ribs that made BJ's famous are back. The new meaty St. Louis Tavern rib, slow cooked to perfection, served with their tangy barbecue sauce. For the finest fresh cut steaks, amazing salads, Mediterranean flatbreads, and save room for dessert. Check it out today. BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar since 1982, still a Central PA classic. You know, local families have been going to Dr. David Raymore for more than 30 years in the greater Williamsport area. And now many of the kids are grown and married, and their kids are going to see Dr. David Raymore and his great staff. See, they put smiles in the faces of parents and grandparents and all the kids for years. They specialize in general and cosmetic dentistry with 3 licensed dental hygienists on staff. And now they're accepting new patients. Dr. David Raymore, General Dentistry, 1033 Washington Boulevard, Williamsport.
Hi everybody, Babe Mayer here at Dolly's Diner West, where you get great food at reasonable prices. Open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, featuring Dolly's big as a plate pancakes, omelets, homemade sticky rolls, and famous Griggs coffee. Delicious soups and sandwiches, and daily lunch and dinner specials, and tasty desserts. Dolly's Diner West, where any food worth eating is worth eating a lot of.
Hey guys, we're here at AAA, the most trusted name in travel in South Williamsport. Group Travel Manager Katrina Harvey with me. We go back a bunch of years doing amazing trips. This is a throwaway year in 2020. 2021 is going to be big. Tell me what you have going on.
Well, Gary, we're mainly going to duplicate our lineup of 2020 international and domestic tours, starting with your Princess Alaska cruise tour. It's being rescheduled for next July.
That's going to be huge.
Our one-day and multi-day bus trips range from the Philadelphia Flower Show to Mackinac Island in Michigan. There's a full lineup of cruises going to Bermuda, the Caribbean, Alaska, and Canada and New England. We also have tours to Ireland and the U.S. national parks. We have a wide variety of trips to meet everyone's needs.
So now more than ever, travel with someone you trust. AAA, the most trusted name in travel.
Why, the name is Furlinger, Bud Furlinger. River Valley Transit's original driver date back to 1933. This baby goes back to 62. Sort of reminds me of my third wife, Shirley. You can see it here at the Peter Hurdy Transportation Museum. You know, we've come a long way, but we still have the lowest discounted fares in the state. We cover the region from Jersey Shore to Hughesville. This is the new Church Street Transportation Center. And this baby is our new hybrid bus. River Valley Transit, dedicated to get you there.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear. Hey guys, we're back. Friday Night Lights brought to you by Fairfield for fantastic deals. Get ready. Top of the hour, Kent's going to be fun. The Millionaires hosting the Dogs of Berwick. And boy, both teams, I think, feel like they've got a lot to prove coming in against each other. This will test just how good these teams are going to be. Let's talk Price Optical Athlete of the Week. 2 weeks ago, because we didn't have a game last week, 2 weeks ago, Jersey Shore, they look like they could be maybe the best in the area. People, car insurance. That's what you guys pride yourselves in with Allstate.
We still have the same great plans offered here through Allstate with your Platinum, Gold, and Standard packages. The Gold plan gets you the decrease in collision deductibles, one-time accident waiver, which is nice and unique to Allstate. We also had introduced a new program called MileWise, where depending on you pay as you go. So if you're a low mileage operator, then that MileWise may be your ticket.
That's interesting that you have that. If you put a lot of miles on, you're in a different category. So if you don't put a lot of miles in the car, in the long run, it saves you money. You don't pay like the other guy.
Correct. I mean, a lot of times for your retired, individuals or the ones that are in college even that aren't driving that vehicle much, it may pay to look into that MileWise opportunity that Allstate now offers.
And great opportunity too. Kids are going to college. Kids are getting a license for the very first time, getting them insured, getting them set. That's one thing you guys do so well with every member of the family.
Yeah, reach out to us and we can give you an idea what it's going to cost to add that operator. Also review the policy at that time to see if we may want to do something differently to help out with that expense of the addition of the new operator.
When it comes to auto insurance, nobody does it better than Rennie Rodarmel, Allstate Insurance. Thanks, Rich.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Scott here from Park Pete's in Williamsport. Everybody's back to school. Hopefully we have some good high school games going on. Hope everybody's out there keeping safe. Just to let you know, we're here, we're open ready to see y'all. So enjoy the game and stop on in.
What are you doing over there, old man? Online shopping for a great pink shirt out of Gary Crispin's closet?
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm trying to do an on-the-line store order for Hoarder Sporting Goods.
That doesn't work on a dummy phone. You got to use a smartphone.
I am a dummy.
You go right to the website, hoardersports.com, order it right away. You can pick it up curbside.
That's http:///
No. Hoardersports.com. We play to win.
And so should you.
Hey, we're back. Friday Night Lights. Gary Crispin along with Ken Sawyer, and we are set for football. Berwick and the Millionaires at STA Stadium coming up minutes away. It's senior night tonight. I know they want to get this in early with the idea you never know if a season will finish earlier than expected. You want to get it through, but they want to get senior night in, not only for the players, but the band coming up here too. All right, let's talk impact players for this ball game. First of all, for Berwick, they had an outstanding quarterback, Cleaver, who's gone to Army, injured. He's their triple option threat. First game of the year, he's out. And now you've got Benny Knorr coming in, but he's set to run this offense. He's done it well the last 1.5 games. Carm DiFrancesco real high at number 17.
They ran the ball 54 times against Pittston for 240 yards last week. They only were 4 for 10 passing for 20 yards. So that tells you what the quarterback has to do. He's got to figure out this triple option, who to give the ball to or keep it himself. That's his throw. Now, I think Carm's going to try to get him to pass more this week, but based on what they've done the first 2 weeks, it's all about decision-making for the quarterback.
Yeah, the quarterback so far doing well, especially thrust into that role when Cleaver went down. And, of course, on the other side of the ball, guy that will have something to say about if this offense, the triple option they've inserted this year, will it work? Number 3, Nasir Jones. 6'2", 225, impact player, Millionaires, both sides of the ball. As a defensive end, he'll play all over the place in there. And as a tight end, a weapon on offense.
And he's got touchdowns both sides of the ball. He has a fumble recovery for a touchdown in the first ball game against Nanticoke, and now he's had 2 touchdowns receiving the ball. He's the leading receiver with 10 receptions, so he's the guy. He's the guy that has to have the ball. Now, he's not the only one that has to have the ball, but he's going to have the ball, and he's got a huge responsibility defensively.
Yeah, Chuck Cruz told me this week, Nasir Jones made a play in last week's game. He said he just stripped the ball. That ball didn't go on the ground. He took it away and ran it in for the touchdown. Those kind of plays help that team run away from Wyoming area and win big in the second half of the game. Nasir Jones and Benny Knorr running the triple option. All right, let's talk keys to this ball game tonight. Berwick coming out. Carm felt if you're mismatched up front, you've got to run some schemes. You don't have that big old offensive line you used to have. He had the right personnel to run that triple option. He's got guys that can run it, and they're going to be fun to watch tonight. Millionaires have a different type of look that they've got to stop.
They do, and this is going to be an adjustment. I'm sure Chuck Cruz and his team have all worked very hard this week on their keys. Just like the quarterback for Berwick has keys, the defense has keys. You got to fill positions. You can't let there be any openings in the line, and you're going to have your defensive backs coming up. But like I said, Carm is creative. When all his coaching at Mount Carmel and at Danville and at Berwick, he knows how to get the ball. So you have to watch him. It's going to be a real key for Williamsport to play good defensive play with their linemen and linebackers.
Yeah, they're going to have to absolutely play good football, and you've got to watch out as that safety comes up, watching the triple option, play action fake and the long bomb. They can kill you with the pass out of the triple option. For the Millionaires, Frankie Marone settling down. He's done a good job. He's got receivers. He's got a young ball club, skill position all over the place. They're hoping to get Legier Whaley back, hurt in the first ball game. But I'm telling you, Nasir Hennigan played so well as a sophomore. They've got some running backs that can break it big.
They do, and they were able to move Keith Freeman into more of a slot position, but yet he still has 99 yards rushing in the first 2 games. So when we talked about Jones getting the ball, both Hennigan and Freeman have to touch the ball, and Marone's showing 70% completions through the first 2 games.
And for Carm, ball control is the key. They controlled it. Pittston barely touched it last week, and certainly turnovers. Both teams said we cannot put the ball on the ground. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to be back, and we're going to STA Stadium next. Berwick and the Millionaires. It's like old days up there as we get ready. Carm DeFrancesco against Chuck Cruz and company. Don't go away. This has been Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Fairfield for fantastic deals. Jim Moff & Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement.
Debbie, welcome to Moff & Associates. We have about 40 years experience here, and we're going to have to come up with a game plan for your retirement, and we'll be able to make sure you have enough income for life.
Jim Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com. It's time once again for the Babe Bear Makeover at the Clothier for Men, downtown Williamsport.
Babe, this is the new blue sport coat that came in this year. It's gorgeous. You have a nice matching pair of gray pants that go with the blue coat.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a beautiful pair of gray pants. Let's take a look at a couple more, Francis, and so I can choose and pick the one that you and I both think work.
Stick around. Coming up shortly, which one Babe picks at the Clothier, downtown Williamsport. For the finest detail and handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip. Fairfield for fantastic deals. Rick and Fletcher Quigley. Rick, a lot of years. 35th year of Fairfield. You've been with us for all these years, game of the week, and here on the pregame show. Boy, I tell you what, hard to believe, but you guys keep rolling along.
35 years and gone strong. Stronger than ever, actually, Gary.
I tell you, after the shutdown this past year, you guys came back breaking records month after month. Huge selection of pre-owned, but I want to talk new cars. Fletcher, let's talk first about the Ford Ranger. What a vehicle we're looking at right here.
Yeah, Gary, this is the Adrenaline Edition Ranger XLT we just got built up. Custom 6-inch lift, custom 33-inch tires with fuel wheels, all loaded up to the nines. Awesome off-roading truck.
Wow, that's a sharp-looking truck. You're going to sell a lot of those. I know those.
One built so far.
Is that right?
One of one. Yes, it is.
Rick, one thing I like the Ford Explorer. Drove one from Fairfield, and the new look of the Ford Explorer. What do we have right here? Let's talk about this.
This is a new ST. Very hot, high horsepower, very hard to get. We've been selling them as fast as we get them. They're great vehicles. People love them.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you sell them quickly. New look, sportier look, and I'll tell you what, people love this new look of this vehicle.
They do. They love it, and quite honestly, I've not heard one complaint about them.
Okay, let's talk about Volkswagen. Fletcher, a hot Volkswagen down here. What are we looking at? I wasn't sure what this was. This is what, an Atlas?
Yeah, so this is the new companion to the Atlas, the all-new Cross Sport. An all-wheel drive, a little more hatch design, a little sportier, great looking SUV. We've sold quite a few Atlases, but this is just a little bit different look. Same room and size, all the same great amenities, just a little bit different sporty look.
And it's going to be a great year, and more pre-owned cars, Rick, than you've ever had. At least 150 on every one of the car lots. And again, congratulations. 35 years going strong. Fairfield for fantastic deal. Not a bad run.
Thanks, Gary. It's been great, and happy to be with you again on Friday nights.
Friday night football. The former Lancer Fletcher with us. We called your name for a few touchdowns back in the day. We're going to take a timeout, guys. Thanks. Fairfield pregame show. Fairfield for fantastic deals.
In Pennsylvania, there are 14,000 children who've been removed from unsafe situations. While we hope that number stops you in your tracks, we also want to remind you these children are more than a number. There are 14,000 names, stories, fears, hopes, and dreams. They are kids who deserve to know they belong, and the community is here to support them by becoming foster parents. Adelphi Foster Care and Adoption Services is asking for your help to say, I can make a difference. Call us today at 1-800-KID 5928 to learn how.
Kiss 1027, the 80s to now.
4th down, 4. Over the middle. That ball is thrown and caught, and it's a touchdown. Good play. Owen Anderson. Cheer. He's got Polizzi back there with him now. Rocco, big hole left side, touchdown. Rocco Polizzi could have walked in. 4th down and 11 at the 20. They go up top again. Same place. Watkins jump ball. Did he make it? Touchdown. What a catch. The gun weary. He's got a rhythm to the offense now. The Dogs on the march. Over the middle. Wide open. End zone touchdown. Anderson. It is a gorgeous night for high school football weekend number 3. Cable Sports and the Rennie Rhode Armor Allstate Game of the Week. Gary Crispin and Ken Sawyer from STA Stadium. Tonight, the Dogs of Berwick, one of those great programs in Pennsylvania, coming in 1-1. And Chuck Cruz, Millionaires, undefeated 2-0. Kenny, we're going to find out just how good they are tonight, both of these teams.
This is the 34th meeting between these two schools that started in 1946. Berwick's won 24. Williamsport's won 9. Tonight, the Millionaires have the first home game. Should be a little bit of a favorite if they can use their wide-open offense and if they can stop Berwick's hard-charging defense.
Yeah, Carm DiFrancesco changed the triple option. He's got a team that can run it. Last week against Pittston had 9 plays total in the second half of the game. Only 3 plays in the third quarter, and they broke up in a tight game. Berwick won it going away 37-14. Controlling the clock and seeing a team for the first time that runs triple option can drive you crazy.
Right, and coaches from Williamsport have to make a decision what they do with their defense. Play your regular defense or change it around. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, Carr made the change, felt he had the right personnel. It's out scheming teams. Meanwhile, the Millionaires score in a hurry, and it's a big play offense, but they're much improved on defense, and we'll talk coming up about some defensive changes up front to stop that triple option. You've got to also watch the play action pass that can burn you. It's going to be fun. Bulldogs and Millionaires coming up next. Cable Sports, the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week. We'll be back in a moment. Rich Road Armor, car insurance so important, but you've got a different plan for people that have a different schedule in life, and that's changing every day.
Well, nowadays with everybody working from home, here out of our agency, we offer what's called MileWise, where you pay as you go. So the individual that drives less, they will have lower insurance rates due to that fact.
That makes sense in today's changing times. Rennie Road Armor, Allstate Insurance. Jim Moff & Associates, you've been at it for 30 plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement.
Debbie, welcome to Moff & Associates. We have about 40 years experience here, and we're going to have to come up with a game plan for your retirement, and we'll be able to make sure you have enough income for life.
Jim Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com. Well, you talk about a great night for football. STA Stadium, my old colleague from way back. We started doing Berwick Williamsport football games in the early 80s. Berwick was the USA Today #1 team of the nation, the national champion. Remember that 83 team? Bo Orlando, of course, the athletic director of Berwick. And, of course, Bo's guy you talked to the other day, he was part of that team. First game we ever did, I think, was 3-0 was the final game.
I
final
think so.
Score.
You know, and you've seen great classic games between these teams in the past. Some high scoring, some low scoring, most in the low 20s and teens. As you've seen great defense, and you've seen surprises. There's always a surprise in a Berwick Williamsport game. Coaches, this is game 3 now. Coaches are going to come up with something a little bit different that they haven't shown in the films to catch the other guy off guard early.
Got to be interesting. And certainly Berwick wants to control the football with that triple option. Ball control, and they did that in the second half against Pittston last week. Let's get out of the sideline. Ben Reichley, this is going to be fun. The Dogs and the Millionaires, and both teams pretty good coming in.
Well, both teams are, and Williamsport 2-0, a Berwick team that's always solid, 1-1. New offense. What will be interesting tonight is how disciplined the Williamsport defense can be. If you're playing the triple option, each man has to do his job. You don't do anything more. You do what you do, you can shut down the triple option. But you talk about, Berwick can take a ball, and you might not see it in a quarter. They might run the clock out. So it's going to be a real interesting matchup with the Berwick's offense, Williamsport defense. But Williamsport's a high-powered offense.
Yep.
Can the Dogs' defense hang with the Millionaires' offense? Boy, this sets up for a great Friday night of high school football. And you know what? It's great that we're playing.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And, of course, Williamsport much improved on defense, Ken.
Yeah, they are. And I think one of the things that Ben was just touching on, Williamsport, from their perspective, they want to get on the board early. They want to get Berwick behind them so they make Berwick change things. So they can't control the ball, control time of possession. And I think the Millionaire defense will see if they make any adjustments in this ball game from their regular defense to get ready for the triple option.
Yeah, tonight is a big night, senior night early for the home opener. You never know what could happen. They want to make sure senior night is here. And the band played moments ago. Marching Millionaires, boy, I thought we'd go back to just a moment ago. The Marching Millionaires and senior night, they were honored here. But what a band, what a tradition. And here they are, the Marching Millionaires. Wow. That's
Great
right.
job. Great
there they
job.
are, the Marching Millionaires, prior to this ball game tonight, senior night. And I understand that, right now, of course, the rule's going to change. It's going to be interesting how many fans will be allowed by each school district. But as of tonight, limited crew of about 250. That means everybody. And I understand that the parents and the band, they're heading back out. So what a performance.
Outstanding performance, and I think the band director, Ty Kendall, told folks in the crowd that his band parents, he said, we're just happy to be able to play because they haven't been able to go to the away games. You can only have the home band. Hey, I don't know if Mike can get us a thing, but you and I missed Little League this year, and Mike Lundy, who's an uncle in Little League and our videographer, pointed out, if you look at the hill down to our left, the end zone to our left, it sort of reminds you of Lomity, the hill at Lomity Stadium, with people sitting up there watching the game outside the fence, so they're not part of the 250, but they are there, and they need those cutoff chairs so they could be a part of it.
Exactly. We looked up there. It looks like they need the cardboard to slide down the hill. It looks like the outfield at Lomity Stadium. Hopefully, if we get a chance, Mike, with one of the guys in the top cameras, maybe we get a shot of what that. Not a bad crowd. It doesn't look like the Little League World Series, but for the most part, I think we're in pretty good shape. We do have a little bit of something in my headset right now, Mike. I just want you to turn that down, if you would. All right, thanks very much. I know that wasn't on the air, but boy, I'm telling you, it's going to be interesting tonight as Williamsport and Berwick go head-to-head. It's going to be fun. But, yeah, if we get a chance, Mike, let's get a shot of that hill and some of the fans out there because, again, playing in front of a limited crowd here tonight. But, hey, it's about football. You forget about the crowd. There's some of the fans out there.
Yep.
Get the cardboard and those cut-off chairs.
There you go. And they'll be able to enjoy the game there. And I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a few more folks.
Right now, the playing of our national anthem. National anthem. Let's set our starting lineups for this ball game, our AAA travel starting lineups. And, of course, we've got to tell you that certainly when it comes to the Berwick Bulldogs, they lost their starting quarterback, guy headed to Army, and outside of the season, Blaine Cleaver, but replaced by Benny Knorr, and he's a good one. Logan Smith is replacing Aiden Mason. He's another guy got injured. Carm had a lot of injuries on his 9-3 team a year ago. Hadn't seen anything like it. And they got some key injuries. First Millionaires playing with that Dallas Grease, their starter.
Right.
And a star in his own right the last couple of years. There is a look defensively. Keep an eye on Mason Lawball. He's an all-stater, big guy, and certainly a lot of Division I teams looking at him. He'll play all over, defensive end, defensive tackle, and you may see him at fullback.
Every Berwick team has to have a Kishbaugh on it, and Spencer Kishbaugh's playing there, number 14 at defensive end. And you always watch out for Kishbaughs when you play against Berwick.
All right, Millionaires are set to receive the opening kick of the game. Frankie Marone settled in, doing a good job in place of the injured Dallas Grease, injured in the scrimmage. And, of course, Nasir Hennigan coming into his own right, a young sophomore running back, 73-yard run to set the tone in the second half last week in the win over Wyoming area to help break open a tight game. And keep an eye on these guys. There's no question about it. This is a football team that's got some weapons for the Millionaires of Williamsport tonight. Berwick gets set to kick it off. Brendan Hinkle. Jerry and White has some deep backs ready to go. You've got Cam Sims with great speed.
Line drive kick, bouncing around.
Kickoff is brought back to the 20. That's Keith Freeman to the outside. Freeman to the 30. 35 is going to be knocked down out there at the 35-yard line. First down and 10. Here come the Millionaires on offense.
All right, let's see. The Millionaires have been able to move the ball smartly. Last week in their win over Wyoming area, they were able to really balance their offense out with 300 yards in the air and a couple of hundred on the ground.
Yeah, should be fun. Millionaires will have Hannigan as the tailback. Slot will be Freeman. You've got a number of good wide receivers. DJ Green. You've got Mazzani coming to this near side. He's a veteran receiver the last 3 years. Millionaires set it up. They got Freeman in the backfield with Hennigan. Out of the gun. Marone on first down. Just underway. They go draw on that first play. Fake the pass. They come to Freeman. He gets it out over the 40 and out to about the 41-yard line. They'll get a little bit of a gain there, about 3 yards. As they come up off that pile. And, again, big guy Ethan Hughes comes over to make the tackle. 6'3", 295. They're big inside.
Going no huddle. And Millionaires are trying to make sure Berwick slows up on that. They have a big charging defensive line. You want to slow them down. That's why they're running some delays and counter plays.
Second down, 7. Barone comes toss right side. Hennigan, nothing doing. Good pursuit. That time, Taji Taylor comes over. And Kishball from his defensive end spot, number 14. Good hit, Berwick, and now you got him in a third down and long.
And I was kind of surprised they ran that wide play on that because we were talking about trying to get in straight ahead, trying to catch Berwick out. Let's see if they don't come up with something, screen pass, little out pattern.
Yeah, third down long. Marone, they come back in the pistol. Hennigan right behind him. They go trips top of the screen. Throws to the outside flat, high for Jones, incomplete, and that ball could have been picked from the backside. That ball was over his head and near. One thing they do have is a kicker on this Williamsport Millionaire football team, Elliott Wanup, and he's a good one. He's an all-conference goalie of the soccer team.
Great article in the Sun-Gazette this week about his soccer playing, given by John Girardi.
Kicking it deep. He's got Boone back there. Just underway. That ball is almost blocked, and they might have gotten a piece of it. Flag is down as Wanup went down. And the Millionaires look like roughing the kicker. They're going to get that thing back. It looks like, did they get the block?
The question is, did they get a piece of the ball?
Yeah, that's tough.
That's the question.
Yeah, Mason Lawbaugh had all kind of pressure coming up that middle. And we'll see what they're going to call it right here, Ken.
Yeah, that's the question. The referee hesitated and then threw the flag, and he threw it emphatically, but now he's counseling with his fellow officials. Let's see what he decides to do with it.
Millionaires look like they're still talking out there. Millionaires may get that ball back, see if they call a roughing.
Personal foul.
And it will be a personal foul. Cherry and White get the football back. Big break early.
Big.
After they were 3 and out on their first 3 plays of this ball game and wound up. They roughed him, and the personal foul, they set up first down at 10. See what the Millionaires do on the second possession.
Carm DeFrancesco's a veteran coach. This is his 24th year as a head coach at multiple schools. His record's 162 and 101, and he's got to be disappointed at that because his team did a great stop on the first down. He wanted his team to have the ball offensively, and now the Millionaires are in Bulldog territory.
Millionaires go trips top of the screen. DJ Green leads them out there. Mazzani and Freeman. Rolling right off that fake. Dumping it out here in the flat. Ooh. Ball's caught. Freeman inside the 20 to the 18 and out of bounds. It was tipped, but Freeman was there enough on it between defenders. Good completion, Marone, and good heads-up play to look it in by Keith Freeman.
Absolutely, because you saw that ball being tipped. Another chance that Berwick had at a defensive stop, but the Millionaires stayed with it. Freeman's concentration, fantastic.
Setback is this time. It's going to be Demir Sams Glover, number 6. He is speedy. He's got great moves. You'll see him at tailback tonight. Glover, a little stutter step, line of scrimmage, gets out over the 20 and down to about the 18-yard line as the Millionaires take advantage of the personal foul. Kishbaugh and Hughes come back over to make that tackle.
And well-coached teams, there's a flood of those turnovers.
It's on 2 major penalties. And the Millionaires going to get great field position inside the 10 in the red zone. Let's see what they do.
Going to put the ball just outside the 10-yard line. And, you know, this is such an opportunity. Kevin Brown's giving his play call to Frankie Marone right now, trying to get a good idea where the ball is going to be, the 11-yard line.
He's got Demir Sams Glover, who carried that last time. The receivers, the slot is Freeman. Wideouts, again, DJ Green. And they've got Mazzani.
Exactly what you saw there. Perfect timing. Freeman turning.
Marone, his 5th touchdown pass of the year, and the cherry and white from 6 yards out come down and score. It turns out to be a 62-yard penalty help drive as the Millionaires go up 6-0. And you get on the board early. That's a big confidence builder.
Nasir Jones, 11th reception of the year and his 3rd touchdown receiving, plus he has 1 on defense.
Here comes Wanup, and he's a good one. Outstanding all-conference soccer player, Elliot Wanup. 6'1", 185, and a senior. Came to Chuck Crew, said, I want to play football. And Chuck was glad to have him. As he kicks it up, it's good. We'll take time. 8:52 remains in the first. Millionaires score first. They lead Berwick 7-0. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week. Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance, Route 15, South Side.
Pudgy's Pizza is serving delicious subs, incredible wings, and their amazing pizzas and specialty pizzas at its brand new location in the Savoy Plaza, Montoursville. If you're planning the family dinner or you need the Pudgy's Pack or Max Pack for a weekend party, order online at pudgysofwilliamsport.com or call Pudgy's Montoursville location at 570-980-9875. And don't forget Pudgy's legendary location at 2028 Lycoming Creek Road in Williamsport. Same awesome taste, now at 2 terrific locations. Make it a Pudgy's Day today.
Millionaires getting set to kick it back. 62-yard drive, helped by a couple personal fouls, but a 6-yard scoring pass from Marone to Nasir Jones, who caught his 10th.
Beautifully called and executed drive by the Millionaires, or aided greatly by those penalties.
Kicking it back, and coming back, Devin Smith. Good speed to the outside. Smith runs it up over the 30 and out to the 32-yard line. And Berwick sets up 1st down and 10. Nasir Williams comes over to make the tackle for the Williamsport Millionaires. And here we go to set the tone in this football game. We're going to see the triple option. Here's a look at the touchdown a moment ago. Play action fake.
Marone gets
good timing.
outside.
And there's Jones. Gets by his man. He gets into the end zone. And good touch. And again, Marone's got talent around him. If he can get it to them and let them do their thing, that's what it's all about.
Frankie's doing a great job of touch passing, just getting the ball there. Don't overpower anybody. Don't try to throw a long pass. Just get the ball to the right guy.
Here comes Benny Knorr running this triple option. You're going to have the 2 slots. It'll be guys in motion running that triple option down the line. They go to Logan Smith in the opening run. It'll be either the dive, the run by the QB, or the pitch. And this is an offense that Carm picked up, looking at Army, Navy, and Georgia Southern. Seabass Robinson makes the tackle, known as Sebastian, but they call him Seabass. Run to
wide received.
You don't want to lose. Tom Power may have twisted the ankle, and hopefully they're going to be able to get it.
In high school football, high school sports, and I don't know what the answer is, but it just seems like we're seeing a ton of injuries.
You were right about that. I agree. When Dallas Grease, of course, last year when he was hurt, Marone to Hennigan. It's got a seam again, and then it closes quickly. Got to the Fusso in there, and they're getting ready to go right now. That's a good 1st down. And right
maintaining possession.
Yeah, Pittston ran 3 plays in the 3rd quarter last week and 9 full wide out each side. Marone, if that. And a good defensive play to the outside. Berwick Bulldogs, Ethan Hughes, 6'3", 295. They're big inside, a big tackle there.
They've always had great linemen, and they're very athletic linemen, as you pointed out earlier. Berwick football teams featured, and they'll move anybody anywhere that they need in order to be able to win a football game.
Right, Mazzani, top of the screen. They now come trips near side. Keep an eye on number 3. He's been the weapon in Nasir Jones. Out of the gun. Frankie Marone, junior QB, sets back, throws in the seam, caught Jones. He's got it at the 45, and pecks away a bit. It's going to bring up third down. He's going to be about 4 yards short. Going to be third down and about 4. Sheptock comes over to wrap him up.
Berwick's read the stat sheet. They had 3 guys all around us here at that point as he was going to receive the ball, but he was still able to receive it. He just couldn't do anything with it after that.
Third down, 3 Millionaires. Big call for Kevin Brown of the offense up here on third down and 4. Up under center, Marone. They're going to run right at him. Freeman dives ahead. I think he's going to be a little bit short.
He is.
Going to be wrapped up. He got about a yard and a half that time coming over. And Bruce Hartman was out there to help out in the play. Also, Brian Knorr is really the guy that made that tackle. And again, he's a big guy, 6'3", 275. He's Benny
Big
Knorr.
decision here. Big decision
Yeah.
for the Millionaires. You go for it with a 7-0 lead on the Bulldog 41-yard line. You got a short yard to go. They're going to go for it.
They've got Hannigan. They come slot both sides. Up under center. Play action fake. Marone throws to the outside. That ball is caught by Jones. 25-20 and down to the 16. Nasir Jones went up and got it with one hand, pulled it in. That's why he's an All-State candidate for the Cherry and White. Tackled by Tejada Mendez.
What a tremendous catch. And again, watch on the replay here. How many Bulldogs are right around him? You see they're right there on him, and they close on him quickly. Still a great catch.
Yeah, you talk about a guy with some size. There's no question in Jones, 6'2", 2 1/4. First down and 10, Millionaires. They come left side this time. The sophomore Hannigan still on his feet. Great extra effort inside the 10 and down to about the 8-yard line. Millionaires starting to mix it up a little bit, trying to get the Dogs back in their heels. Sean Sheptock again comes over to make the tackle.
Well, the Millionaires in their first 2 ball games have been extremely balanced offensive between the pass and the run, taking what the defense will give them, and they've done a great job. Tonight we haven't seen the big plays, but we've seen some great plays.
Keep an eye on Cam Sims, near side. Marone looks over that defense, 2nd and 3 at the 9. They come straight ahead that time and nothing doing. Ran into some white jerseys, and again, big hit. Getting up off that pile, Benny Knorr led the way along with Kishball and company. We're talking about Benny Knorr. His brother Brian made a previous tackle, 57. Brian is 6'3", 275. Benny is 5'10", 175. I said, Carm, are these guys brothers? Carm goes, I'm 5'7", and my brother was 6'1". What happened there? Third down 3. Millionaires on the march, up 7.
Under a minute to play in the first quarter.
Out of the gun, Marone rolls out, throws. End zone incomplete. And that time, a little too tall for Keith Freeman. Got a hand on it. It would have been a heck of a catch.
Field goal.
And now you've got a weapon. And I remember Matt Mapes and some guys we've had over the years that were almost automatic. But you've got Elliot Wanup coming in. Came to Chuck Cruz and said, I want to play football. When you get a guy the caliber of a soccer player like Elliot Wanup, and he's a good one. He's an all-conference goalie. Let's see what he does here. They're going to put that football down at about the 15, 16-yard line. It's about a 27-yard field goal. Elliot Wanup trying to go up 10 on Berwick. Snap is back. Kick is up. And that kick is good. Wanup's first field goal is a Millionaire. And the Cherry and White lead 10-0. Let's take time out. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate game. Williamsport 10, Berwick nothing. It's time once again for the Babe Bear Makeover at the Clothier for Men, downtown Williamsport.
Babe, this is the new blue sport coat that came in this year. It's gorgeous. You have a nice matching pair of gray pants that go with the blue coat.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a beautiful pair of great pants. Let's take a look at a couple more, Francis, and so I can choose and pick the one that you and I both think work.
Stick around. Coming up shortly, which one Babe picks at the Clothier, downtown Williamsport.
Hi, everybody. Babe Mayer here at Dolly's Diner West, where you get great food at reasonable prices. It's open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, featuring Dolly's big-as-a-plate pancakes, omelets, homemade sticky rolls, and famous Griggs coffee. delicious soups and sandwiches, and daily lunch and dinner specials, and tasty desserts. Dolly's Diner West, where any food worth eating is worth eating a lot of.
Know something.
All right, yeah, Ken.
Next time I fill in for Babe, can I get clothes and something to eat at the same time? Why does he get it all?
I would be glad to take you down to the clothier and get you suited up with Francis. Francis would love it, I know that. All right, yeah, Ben Reichley now wants an outfit. Elliott Wanup, 27-yard field goal, kicking deep. He's got Smith and Tripp back. And Devin Smith at the 8, coming back for Berwick. Millionaires up 10. Smith with good speed to the outside, 30. Somersaults and flies to the 34-yard line. They'll set up first down at 10. Stavon Jefferson, who is playing the outside linebacker, but almost a defensive end tonight because they start with a 5-2 tonight. And they're the guys playing on that end, or the outside linebackers, for a little bit quicker speed against that option. Game of the week brought to you by Jim Moff and Moff & Associates at moffandassociates.com. Jim does a great job, 40 years in the business, retirement income planning for Williamsport and Central PA. He's the best, Moff & Associates. Yeah, we've got 23 on the clock left in the first quarter of this game. Gary Crispin, Ken Sawyer, Ben Reichley, and our cable sports crew in our 34th season, the first game we ever did, Williamsport Berwick, 1987. Coming out of the option, Benny Knorr, junior QB, 5'10", 175. They put Sheptock in motion, and now a flag comes out. First game we did, Ken, it was Jake Kelchner in Berwick. Corey Jett, Joe Person, a lot of those guys played the year after Gary Brown graduated, and they beat and upset Berwick, our first ever televised game. It was the fall of 1987, and we've been doing them ever since.
Penalty against the Millionaires here for infraction of the neutral zone, and they called that before the play got going. So first penalty against the Millionaires. This is a key defensive stand for the Millionaires. They want to hold Berwick down, get the ball back, and show that offense and build that lead up to make it harder for Berwick to come back running a triple option.
So here they go. Try it. Yeah, one thing for sure, Carm knows, you're in a triple option, you get down, it's tough to come back, although Navy, they came back last week.
Yes, they did.
27-0 against Tulane and came back and won it by a point. I'm a big Navy fan. First down and 5. Out of that same look, rolling the other way, off that little bootleg fake. Knorr, backside pressure, and he gets rustled down from behind. Good play, Avery Campbell. Avery Campbell, but it looks like there's going to be a flag again down.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to hold on to make sure I know what this is going to be, but that was an awful
Let's go down to
an awful high tackle.
Let's go down to Ben Reichley. Ben, you had a good view from where you are. What do you think that call looked like?
Face mask, it's going to be there. They're just calling it. But, you know what, guys, I'm not sure all the penalties so far in the first quarter equal to the play going on out there. I know they got to keep the game under wraps, but, boy, there's a lot of penalty yardage so far in this first quarter.
In other words, you're saying let them play is what you're saying.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. This could be, let's see if they get this play off.
Okay.
Down to 9 seconds. First and 10, Berwick, football at the 44-yard line. And coming out under center, and they're going to let this go, and that'll be it. Yep. That is the end of the first period. Millionaires jump on top. They took advantage of some penalties by Berwick and had some big plays. They lead 10-0 against the Dogs. This is the Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week. Rennie Road Armel, 42 years and rolling along. And I know one thing that's important to stress with me and all your other clients is about policy reviews. Why are they so important?
Oh, one of the things I see is people retire and we don't know it. That's a big discount on policies. Also may change their needs and what insurance and coverages they should carry. Reviewing things are so important. Changes are constant today. Discounts, new discounts, changes in laws, all of these things are very important.
Rennie Road Armel, Allstate Insurance.
A lot's changed in 30-plus years, but one thing remains the same. When you're ready for a new new car or truck, count on the Fairfield Auto Group for fantastic deals. With 800 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, you'll find exactly what you want at the price you need. So while trends come and go, you'll always find the same incredible selection and savings you expect from the Fairfield family. With 5 locations in Central PA, Fairfield Auto Group for fantastic deals.
STA Stadium, Gary Crispin, Bay Bear Cable Sports, and our
Oh,
Rainy
whoa, whoa.
Road Armor Allstate game of the week. Yeah, Ken.
Ken Sawyer, not Bay Bear.
Did I say Bay Bear? It was only a matter. Well, the reason I said Bay Bear is because he's texting DeMar Wright as we speak. He's up in Maine or somewhere. I don't know. Sorry about that. Sorry, Ken. As soon
That's
as
okay.
I forget right away. How could I forget?
That's okay.
My old captain here, my old commander, Kenny Sawyer. We go back to the beginning of this stuff. First down and 10. Here goes Benny Knorr. Berwick down. They put a man in motion. That time Maurer. And keeping the football is going to be the quarterback. Knorr dives ahead to about the 50. What Carm wants to do is peck away, get 4.5 yards. You do that. You keep the ball all night. And you build a lead like that. Millionaires want to strike fast. Dade Splain comes over to make the tackle. Another veteran from the nose guard spot.
That's what Carm wants to do. But I think the Millionaires are also knowing that if they can stop that penetration by the fullback, then that quarterback can't follow him through, and he's got to go with a different option. But you've got to stay in position. You can't get out of position and overreact against this offense.
Double wide, top of the screen. They've got Boone out there. They also have Williams. You're going to put Maurer in motion after that triple option.
Whoa.
Somebody jumped.
Started, yeah.
Somebody jumped a little bit early, and let's see if it's going to be Berwick in a false start that may set him back 5 yards, and it's going to be. And that's going to back him up. Second down and about 9.
They waited a long time to make the call.
They're trying to make a play downfield, it looks like, right here. Carm is capable of going trips. Berwick, by the way, ran 7 plays in the first quarter. That is what Berwick wants to do, the Millionaires. And the Millionaires, with some of those penalties, kept drives alive. They're up 10-0.
Offense is getting a rhythm, and that time they got out of rhythm, and that caused the penalty.
Second down, 9. They've got Williams and Boone top of the screen. They come back this way to Sheptock. They go ahead of the fullback. Nothing to do, and they were able to get about 2 yards of the play. Good job staying home for the Millionaires. And that time it was Bankus who's in there, number 28. Campbell comes over to make the tackle from his defensive tackle spot. So Ryan Bankus running with Logan Smith. We've got to add Aiden Mason, their normal starting fullback. Hamstring injury, he's still out. And remember, they lost Blaine Cleaver, their Army-bound triple option threat at QB for the season. So
excellent play
Benny
up
Knorr
front.
running.
Excellent play up front by the Millionaires and also by the backers filling right in behind them.
Third down, 7. Big play Berwick now. Big play defensively, Millionaires. They've got those slots. They'll go in motion. They come this way to Sheptock, rolling out. They throw to Sheptock out of the backfield, close to a first down. Got it to the 48. I think he's about a yard short, maybe less, Ken. Good hit by the Cherry and White that time. Coming over to make the play, Seabass Robinson, Sebastian Robinson, and Roman Marone.
And I think Riley Bauer was also in there as part of that. Great job by them to prevent him getting the first down. Sheptock had the momentum going toward the sticks, and they were able to get in. Big decision now, Carmen DiFrancesco, the veteran coach, overall in many years at many different schools. Looks like he's going to go for it on 4th down and a yard.
Yeah, you're down 10 right here. Remember, they were down in their first game to Lake Lehman and came back and got back before dropping it 29-21. They were down 21 points in that game. Berwick's going to call a timeout. We will take time. 9:10 left till halftime. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate game of the week. Millionaires up 10-0. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years.
What are you doing over there, old man? Online shopping for a great pink shirt out of Gary Crispin's closet?
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm trying to do an on-the-line store ad order for Hoarder Sporting Goods.
That doesn't work on a dummy phone. You got to use a smartphone.
I am a dummy.
You go right to the website, hoardersports.com, order it right away. You can pick it up curbside.
That's http://.
No. Hoardersports.com. We play to win.
And so should you.
Here comes Berwick, 4th and 1. And who do they bring in? Mason Lawball, their all-stater. He's that short yardage, big guy in the middle, 6'1", 245. Reminds you of Cosmo Curry and all those great players of the past.
Look at the
that they
Millionaires
bring
bunch
into this
right in
situation.
the middle. 3 guys right in the middle and 2 backers coming. They're expecting him to get the ball. Let's see what Berwick does. Oh.
They give it away, and look, the big guy takes off, breaks it. He's gone all the way, touchdown. He's going to run it 47 yards. Mason Lawbaugh, they overloaded, and Lawbaugh had a hole, and nobody was near him. And Mason Lawbaugh gets Berwick back in the game at a 47-yard run off that left-hand side. You talk about an athlete. He's got a lot of D1 schools looking at him. And, boy, I'll tell you, that time the Millionaires trying to make the stop. They knew it was coming. He wasn't trying to just make a dive for one.
No, what they did up front was they saw how the Millionaires had bunched in, and all he had to do was just take it off to the left. Like the old Vince Lombardi thing, run to daylight.
So here comes Brandon Hinkle for the conversion. We've got a new game, 10-6 for the extra point after the 47-yard run here in the second by Mason Lawbaugh. Kick is up. That kick is good. Boy, that Lawbaugh. You talk about both sides of the ball. The Dogs are back in. Will take time. 10-7 Millionaires over Berwick. This is the Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week. Hey, guys, Gary Crispin here with Eric Farrar at AAA Travel. We go back a lot of years, a lot of trips, a crazy year this year. What are people doing about those vacation plans now that things have been canceled?
Yeah, Gary, we've had thousands of members that had cruise reservations, tours, Disney, and most of them canceled or postponed until 2021.
Okay, so how do they move ahead for 2021? What do they need to do?
Number one, know the cancellation penalty of the vendor. Most cruise lines are offering cancellations up to 48 hours prior to departure. Tour companies are being very flexible. Most airlines have eliminated their change fees. Number two, purchase cancellation insurance. Very important. Make sure it suits your needs. Number three, book with someone you know and trust. Many internet travel sites have gone out of business due to the pandemic.
You know, nobody does it better than AAA. Now more than ever, go with the folks you trust. AAA, the most trusted name travel. Berwick kicks back to Williamsport, back in it in a 47-yarder. And the cherry and white, they touch that ball, picked up Cam Sims off the bounce, and Sims does pick up some good yardage out over the 35 to about the 38-yard line. Spencer Kishbaugh comes over to make the tackle. Let's see what kind of answer the Millionaires have.
Well, the Millionaires had better have an answer because that was a watch. See, here you go. Oh, he
Little
just slid it
delay.
off the side, just outside where all the Millionaires had gotten together. Greatly drawn play. Now, Chuck Cruz and his team, as the veterans they are, it's time for them to come back and show their offense.
I'm using Lawball a little bit more at fullbacks. Carp said short yardage. Well, that was there, but, man, he ran like a tailback on that play. Louisiana Monroe has offered him Buffalo and some MAC schools and Division I schools like that looking at the All-Stater and Mason Lawbaugh, who is a tough guy in that defensive end, but you saw what he did a moment ago. Maroon, and now did somebody going to be a false start Millionaires, and now you're backed up first down at 15.
And the penalty is I hate to say it this way, the penalty virus has struck. It went from Berwick, and now it's on Williamsport.
Hey, let's go down to Ben.
That's a 5-yard penalty. What's interesting is the officials had told the Williamsport coaches, you got the quarterback shuffling his feet. Marone is shuffling his feet before he takes the snap. They've been warned about it. Now they have him in the shotgun. He's not under center.
In the shotgun, Marone now. Good point there. They go trips top of the screen. Marone throwing down here. Nasir Jones goes up and can't make the play, but a flag is down. And it looks like he may have been interfered with by Braden Boone, who's with him stride for stride. And that will be a Millionaires going to take advantage of these penalties tonight, because if they don't, it may be a different story on the scoreboard. Yeah, did he push back the other way? Could be that. Could that be? No, it's going to be a defensive. All right.
Yep.
It will be against Berwick. Millionaires, 7 penalties, 65 yards against Berwick in the first half of this ball game.
Yeah, the Millionaires have really got to, they're trying to stretch the field sideline to sideline. They're trying to stretch it downfield so that they can have the option to maybe do some shorter passes to some of the guys in the slots and the running backs, and also to give Hennigan and Freeman a chance to run out of the backfield.
Frankie Marone is 5 out of 8, 69 yards and a touchdown. They go double wide top of the screen. Set back is Hennigan. Now that's going to be Sam's Glover. And Demir is belted at the 50-yard line. He's not going to get there. Brian Knorr, 6'3", 275, a typical Berwick tackle in the middle. Sandwiched with
the game. He's been in a ton of tackles
he
already.
Sure has. That's Benny Knorr's big brother, the senior. Second down and 10. Right now, Millionaires felt that momentum start to slip away from that first period where they had a 10-0 lead. Elliott Wada kicked a 27-yard field goal. Big play here, second down 10. Marone steps, throws to the outside. Mazzani the catch.
Ball loose.
Ball comes out. Fumble recovered by Berwick. And coming out, Sean Sheptock jumps in the loose ball. Mazzani tried to get an extra yard. He got belted. It comes out, and the Dogs take advantage of a ball on the ground. That's a type of penalty type of a turnover that can turn a game around.
Now the Millionaires have got to put it together. They got to put those chin straps on and get down in there because they can't allow Berwick to have another big score. Here's a look at it on the replay. You see, jumps up, makes a nice catch, but has the ball ripped out as he starts to make the turn.
Yeah, good job getting a hand on that ball. Good defensive play. That was Devin Smith that helped make the play. Sheptock picked up the fumble. And now here comes Berwick in that triple option. Trying to come down here and take this lead. Benny Knorr, junior QB, running that triple option. Looking like the midshipman in Navy. Coming down the line, they go Logan Smith for about 3 off that right side. I should say, I've got to give Army credit because Army, Navy, and Georgia Southern have Carm has been on all kind of coaching things and in Zoom, and they've shared a lot with him to be able to get this triple option down. Sebastian Robinson makes a tackle from his inside linebacker spot.
Well, Chuck Cruz and his staff have been also compiling a lot of information on how you stop it. How do you adjust your players against something they don't see very often?
You've got double wide each side now. Lone setback up under center now. Back to pass. He comes quarterback draw. Benny Knorr runs that football for a first down over the 50 into Millionaire territory, and he's down to about the 47-yard line.
Knorr's hurt a little bit. Watch him walking around.
Yeah, that's
tough.
He's
a little tender. He came out of there. He's still to stay in the game, I think, but when he first came out of the huddle, he was hopping.
Nasir Jones and Seabass Robinson. By the way, when you talk to Chuck Cruz, you get all kind of great things. First of all, the other guy, Demir Sam's Glover, is known as Khaki. Kind of like the Verizon commercial. He forgot his shorts when they were practicing in the summer, so he practiced in his long khakis, and he is now Khaki. So, courtesy of Chuck Cruz, he gives me some funny stuff. First down and 10. Part of the Millionaires of 2020 in this crazy season. In motion, they came to Sheptock. Nothing there that time. Fullback didn't get there, and Benny Knorr goes nowhere. Millionaires coming up that time. Avery Campbell playing defensive tackle with Jones inside. Come over to make that hit that time, and you're looking at second down and about 10.
And that's that staying home, staying in position, so when you get a counter move, you have somebody there waiting for it and knows he's supposed to make the tackle. This is Chuck Cruz's 6th season at Williamsport, and he's 35-25 in his 6 years here.
Yeah, that great year. 2016 was one of the great years ever in Millionaire history. You talk about offensive firepower on that team. Here comes Berwick coming from behind. They go trips this side. Setback is Smith. Knorr back to pass again. Flag comes out. And we'll see what that call will be. Did they move a little early? Could it be a little motion?
You got.
Is it going to be a false start? Wait and see. Going to be a false start again, backing him up 5 yards. And Berwick has had a tough first half penalty-wise, and the Millionaires have got to, you've got to continue to take advantage of that situation.
But they're still
because,
in the game.
Yeah, they are. And
they're still right there. One play, and they're back in the lead.
No, you're right. They've got 8 penalties, 70 yards in this football game. Benny Knorr guiding this football team. Berwick losing their first game to Lake Lehman 29-21 and then rebounded in a big way over Pittston last week. Here come the Dogs on 2nd and 15 down 3. 5:33 till halftime. Knorr back to pass. Scrambles, looking left. Going to run the football out over the 50 to the 49-yard line. Backside pressure. Nasir Jones and Avery Campbell come over to make that tackle.
And they closed on him nicely because it looked like he had some space to run there. Knorr shows you that he's patient enough that if he doesn't have anything open throwing the ball, he's going to take that run.
3rd down and 12. Playing in front of somewhere in the neighborhood of 250 people that are in the stands. The band came in early with the band parents. They played and left, so more of the fans and the football parents and senior parents who are allowed a ticket to come in. We expect that to change, and the school districts will make decisions based on the PIAA decision this week to make their decision on how many fans can be in the stands starting May next week. Knorr scrambles, backside pressure, look out, ball comes loose. Avery Campbell, the fumble recovery, and the Millionaires get it back. Campbell down to the 40. That is a huge play, and you know who is coming from behind. Number 3, the Allstate candidate, Nasir Jones. That makes him so tough on both sides of the ball.
And Knorr's hurt again as he heads toward the sideline of quarterback, but a great job, great pursuit. Several times they've come close to being able to get there. And look how far Nasir comes off that tackle position, comes around and strips that ball. And that's one of the things that has developed in football at all levels. How to strip the football. Every time you're making a tackle, trying to strip the football.
If I'm a college scout, I'm drooling over this guy, Nasir Jones.
He's a lot of speed.
Yeah, he sure is. He's tough. 6'2", 2 1/4. Good receiver, too. They go trips, top of the screen. Marone comes back in the pistol. He's got Hannigan back there with him. And they're... And that's going to be procedure. It's going to be a false start, and it looks like, Ben, again, let's go down to you. It looks like they're calling it a Barone because he's shuffling the feet before he's got the football.
He's shuffling his feet under center. He's shuffling his feet back. They're going to take a timeout here, get it straightened out. Hey, one thing about the officials, I'll tell you what, we're seeing a lot of penalties. They're calling a very tight game.
Yeah, we better take the timeout. We'll be back. Millionaires up 10-7. BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar is a Central PA classic 7 days a week, Selinsgrove and Danville, featuring the only authentic oyster bar in the region every day. And the ribs that made BJ's famous are back. The new meaty St. Louis Tavern rib, slow cooked to perfection, served with their tangy barbecue sauce. For the finest fresh cut steaks, amazing salads, Mediterranean flatbreads, and save room for dessert. Check it out today. BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar since 1982, still a Central PA classic.
In Pennsylvania, there are 14,000 children who've been removed from unsafe situations. While we hope that number stops you in your tracks, we also want to remind you these children are more than a number. There are 14,000 names, stories, fears, hopes, and dreams. They are kids who deserve to know they belong, and the community is here to support them by becoming foster parents. Adelphi Foster Care and Adoption Services is asking for your help to say, I can make a difference. Call us today at 1-800-KID 5928 to learn how.
Well, the Millionaires trying to get something corrected, and Marone shuffling the feet, either if he's under center or back in the gun. And they get a procedure call. They get that false start. We've got 4.5 to play. Williamsport up 10-7.
Big drive here for the Millionaires, but that penalty set them back a little bit. But they've got the opportunity to really open up that lead before halftime.
They come back. They go reverse. Coming back this way. Look out. Cam Sims with speed. 30, 25, 20, and out of bounds at the 18-yard line. We talked to Kevin Brown before the game, and he said you're going to see a reverse to Cam Sims, and there it was.
And it was beautifully run and beautifully executed. There was only one Berwick player over there. He was blocked, so their pursuit was able to get there and be able to knock him down.
Yeah, 25-yard game, saving tackle Devin Smith. There's a look at it again, and here comes Cam Sims. Boy, let's go back to live action. Quite a run. Marone, this time to Freeman off that right side. And Keith trying to get some running room. Gets about 3 and trying to peck away and get more points. And now you see how important it is to have a field goal kicker like Elliott Wanup, a real weapon, who has a 27-yard field goal in the game. 2nd down and 5 Millionaires, 4 minutes to halftime. They've got Hannigan back there now. They come trips this side. Frankie Moreau, the junior QB, he's 6 of 9, 78 yards in the game. Marone steps, throws over the middle, got
Touchdown.
it. Touchdown, Cam Sims. On the slant, over the middle, well-thrown ball, and Sims went down and got it. And the Millionaires go up in the game 16-7. That's big. Frankie Marone has thrown his 6th touchdown pass of the year and the 2nd of the night.
And I like the way he put himself together there. He straightened his body up, lined himself up to make it an easy throw on the slant over the middle. Perfectly executed, just like you put it on the whiteboard.
Here comes Elliott Wanup to try to make it 17. Long count. Snap is back, threw him off. Boy, they just waited too long. You got to snap that ball. And he waited too long. It was out of rhythm and had it partially blocked and missed it. That should be automatic. We'll take time. 3:44 left. That big point could loom large in this game. Millionaires, though, up 9, 16-7. This is the Rennie Rodarmel Allstate Game of the Week. Rennie Rodarmel, 42 years and rolling along. And I know one thing that's important to stress with me and all your other clients is about policy reviews. Why are they so important?
Oh, one of the things I see is people retire and we don't know it. That's a big discount on policies. Also may change their needs and what insurance and coverages they should carry. Reviewing things are so important. Changes are constant today. Discounts, new discounts, changes in laws. All of these things are very important.
Rennie Rodarmel, Allstate Insurance. You know, local families have been going to Dr. David Ray Moore for more than 30 years in the greater Williamsport area. And now many of the kids are grown and married, and their kids are going to see Dr. David Ray Moore and his great staff. See, they put smiles in the faces of parents and grandparents and all the kids for years. They specialize in general and cosmetic dentistry with 3 licensed dental hygienists on staff. And now they're accepting new patients. Dr. David Ray Moore, General Dentistry, 1033 Washington Boulevard, Williamsport. Millionaires score on the touchdown pass. Cam Sims, who scored a week ago. Boy, you talk about weapons, and Frankie Marone has thrown for 2 in the first half. He's got 6 on the year. The extra point was blocked, but a long count, I think, threw off Wanup, who normally is automatic. And 16-7, and here is a look at the touchdown again. Let's wait, Mike, until they kick it off. All right, Tripp is back there deep, kicking away. You've got Devin Smith. That ball is booted into the end zone. No return. Now we can see the replay of the slant thrown to Cam Sims with a good first step.
Watch the way Marone sets himself and then throws it right in there. Perfect. Just perfect.
Yeah, touchdown pass, Millionaire 16-7, 3:44 to play. This is the Rennie Rodarmel Allstate game. Next week we'll be in Montoursville. The Warriors are really good, and they play Danville next week. Danville, always a good team. That's a great matchup. We're going to be at Memorial Stadium next week. And here comes Berwick. We saw some great Berwick teams, Bo Orlando and the Berwick team of the early 80s, the 83 team, the national champion team, Jake Kelchner. The Millionaires were able to beat in 87, our first ever game here. Montoursville now up 21-0 over Mifflinburg. And then Ron Paulus in 92, one of the great teams. George Curry coached. George Curry was quite a guy. You talk about the wins he put up in the program at Berwick. Nothing doing, a yard if that. On the quick opener that time to the fullback, that lead back in Logan Smith. Remember, their fullback is injured in Aiden Mason. With a hamstring, he's a 5'10", 220-pounder.
Roman Barone got a great job in there getting a hand in there to knock that one down. Each team has 2 timeouts left. As you can see in the upper corner, we're at 3:20 and counting in the first half. So remember, they've got 2 timeouts. If they get an opportunity to use them, both teams have an opportunity here to cash in one more time.
Yeah, Carm's thinking about throwing now. You got Sheptock out, flanked out. He's flanked to the left side, double wide each time. Nor back to pass, pressure coming. Here they come. Up the middle, Dade Splain is there. And coming up the middle with a tackle. Big play that time by Stavon Jefferson, the linebacker number 20. He's a good one.
Well, they just said they could have the timeout, so they took it.
Yeah, we'll take time. 2:54 to play in the half. Millionaires by 9. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
Why, the name is Furlinger, Bud Furlinger. River Valley Transit's original driver, date back to 1933. This baby goes back to 62. Sort of reminds me of my third wife, Shirley. You can see it here at the Peter Hurdig Transportation Museum. You know, we've come a long way, but we still have the lowest discounted fares in the state. We cover the region from Jersey Shore to Hughesville. This is the new Church Street Transportation Center. And this baby is our new hybrid bus. River Valley Transit, dedicated to get you there.
Berwick Bulldogs faced with a 3rd and 14 down 9. Under 3 until halftime. Benny Knorr. That's Maurer in motion. They go double reverse this time. The double handoff and nothing doing and staying home. Dade Splain again. Or that time, take it back, Riley Bauer, 42 and not 52. Bauer, who's playing up there close. He's an outside linebacker. Time is called again. And Avery Campbell also in there making a great big play. We're going to take another timeout. Rennie Road Armor Allstate game. Millionaires by 9.
For the finest detail and handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip.
Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years. Cable Sports, the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week.
Coach
As
Cruz.
you can watch us anytime, and we're streaming live on WebWeeklyLive.com and CableSportsLive.com.
Big sack, open it up so they could use the 2 timeouts, preserve time for the offense. Millionaires doing a great job there.
Hinkle kicking it away. Keith Freeman is going to watch it bounce, and it's going to take a Berwick roll inside the 40. Good punt again. That time, I should say, Sheptock was the punter. Hinkle is the regular kicker. He had a 47-yarder before, and that wasn't bad. 48 yards by John Sheptock. His dad played at Mount Carmel, and we had a chance to see him. He's a coach up here. Game of the Week brought to you by AAA, the most trusted name in travel. And a lot of crazy things in the world of travel, but AAA so strong, they're getting geared up for this year now and right through 2021. Check out our Alaskan cruise next July with a Crispin Show called AAA. It's going to be great. AAA, Crispin Show, Alaskan cruise. Getting people booking it already for next July at AAA. Millionaires up 9 in the ball game. Marone had a good night. Dumps off a short, set up almost like a screen, and the ball was nearly picked off. And that time coming over defensively, it was Ryan Mendez Tejada that had a shot to intercept number 44. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Right now, you want momentum going to the locker room. You don't want to give a cheap 6 up here, Ken.
That's for sure. Yeah, you now you've used your timeouts. You want to take the ball the rest of the way into this half and get a score as part of that.
Keep an eye on Cameron Sims. Caught a touchdown pass a moment ago. Great speed to the outside 34. Back to pass, rolling the other way. Marone pressure coming. They brought him down. He's got the mask.
Yep.
And there's no getting around it. That time, Lawbaugh got tangled up, and his hand is inside the mask. And Marone is down, and they can't move until they get the hand removed from the mask. And let's see if Frankie Marone's getting up, and he will be. Yeah, that time, that's one of those things. You're trying to make a play, an inadvertent play, but he got hold of the mask. He's going to have to come out there. And Millionaires get another break on a big penalty right there. But, boy, they blitzed Mason Lawbaugh up the middle. He's coming right after him. Yeah, let's go down to Ben. Lawbaugh may have injured his hand. Ben, what do you see?
No, he came off the sideline. The trainers have him, and that's a big loss for Berwick, especially it looks like he's going to be okay. But, hey, one of the things you did talk about, if you're Williamsport, you want to take it a little easy maybe because you don't want to give Berwick anything cheap.
Yeah, you're right. Right now, it would be nice to go up another touchdown, but right now you're up 9, and you don't want to give a cheap score up here and gamble with 2 minutes to go. I like that lead at halftime at 9.
Long conversation between Marone and his coach Kevin Brown.
He's got Sam's Glover back there with him. Sets, throws to the outside. Nasir Jones just rustled it away. Took it away that time by Ryan Mendez-Sahada, number 44. And again, it's almost like you get it anywhere near Nasir Jones, he's going to go up and get it. He's made some sensational catches already in this game for Nasir Jones.
And, of course, people watching say he went out of bounds, but that's not what they ruled. They ruled he was down inbounds, so the clock continues to roll.
That was his 4th catch of the night. 3rd down, about 8. Coming up under center here. Millionaires right now taking some time. I think they're going to conservatively play it until halftime here. Marone taking time, watching that play clock down to 6. Now he's going to snap it. They're going to go straight ahead. Sam's Glover gets eaten alive that time. Big hit in the middle. That's going to be Tristan English, number 34, making that tackle.
Berwick calls a timeout now.
Yeah,
they see it's now 4th down. They see they can get the ball back and have a chance to get on the scoreboard before halftime.
Tell you what, why don't we keep it right here? We'll thank some sponsors that have made this possible all these years. Randy Rodarmel Allstate Game of the Week. Rick Quigley in the game at Fairfield for fantastic deals. Fairfield Auto Group and our Fairfield halftime show. And the gang at Biters, furniture, mattress, and appliance. Joe Biter sent me a message. A huge selection of those chest freezers and appliances and all kind of furniture, things you needed during the lockdown. And Biters has a huge selection. You've got to check it out. Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance, Route 15, Montgomery Pike, South Side. And then you've got to talk BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar. And, I only wish we were close enough to go there after the game. We're always there on the road. I might have to make a trip to Danville or Selinsgrove, the best. A Central PA Classic, BJ's.
4th down now for the Millionaires. And with a timeout, 1:05 on the clock, Millionaires will try to play good defense for this final 1:05. Berwick still has one more timeout left that they can use when they get the ball.
Elliott Wanup is going to punt back. It looks like they've got Boone back there and Isaac Tripp trying to get some kind of return with 1:05 until halftime. Millionaires up 16-7. Berwick is 1-1 in the season under Carm DiFrancesco, a former star at Mount Carmel, one of the great couple of teams they ever had under Jazz Deminick. As he punts it down here, no return. Millionaires get down there and cover it, and it will roll down to 54 seconds. We talked to Carm this week about some of the great teams, and they had done a survey with Channel 16. Southern Columbia's team of a year ago was picked as the overall best. That was an unbelievable team. Berwick 1983 came in second in the survey. The Bo Orlando team is the game of the week brought to you by Our good buddy of mine, former great star for the Millionaires back in the late 60s, Dr. Dave Raymore, Washington Boulevard, Williamsport, General Cosmetic Dentistry. Great guy. That's why he's got so many folks that go to him. And you can, if you need a dentist, go to Dave, 326-6828. We talk about, some of those great teams. The Ron Paulus team, the Henry Hynoski Southern team was part of it, and the Mount Carmel 69 team. What a team they had that Carm was on. They had 7 D1 guys in that team. Knorr back to pass, throws out here. Great defensive breakup, Millionaires. As they close to the ball, that's Riley Bauer from his linebacker spot, dropping off, doing a great job on coverage. Good play, Bauer, because that ball was well thrown.
You're talking about all those championships. I was in a meeting with Jazz Deminick, George Curry, and a bunch of other coaches years ago. Pennsylvania didn't have high school football championships.
That's right.
Now, I was born in North Carolina, and in 1957, the high school I would have gone to won a state championship. They beat Myers Park out of Charlotte that year for the state championship. So Pennsylvania is one of the last states to really get into this state championship thing.
You wonder how the Gary Brown team of '86 would have done. They would have made a real run at winning it all that year. They had to settle for an Eastern Conference title that year. No championship. As that time the scramble by Knorr out to the 40. They didn't play a finals until 1989, and that's when Mark Messina and that Montoursville team got to the championship game, losing to Hickory. And Andre Coleman.
Last time out being used by Berwick with 34.6 left in the half.
Yeah, matter of fact, we'll keep it right here. Thanks to more of the sponsors, if we can, that make cable sports and our Rennie Rhode Armel Allstate Game of the Week. You're watching on WebWeeklyLive.com, linking it to my Facebook page, and, of course, our website, CableSportsLive.com. Great having Pudgy's, not only in Lycoming Creek Road since '81. Great taste of Pudgy. I had a great cheesesteak the other day. They've got great stromboli, amazing wings, but I'm telling you, the pizza and the specialty pizzas. Pudgy's, Montoursville, for a takeout, great restaurant for safe dining, and, of course, Lycoming Creek Road. And the clothier from N, Francis and the gang. And Ken, I guess I owe you a sport coat since you're doing the game. Since I always say, what is the deal? I pay Babe to do the games, and then I got to buy him a sport coat from Francis every year at the clothier. I don't understand it, but he's a model, see.
Of the top winningest programs in Pennsylvania, Mount Carmel #1, Easton 2, Berwick 3, Steelton, Coatesville, Williamsport #6. You've got #3 and 6 going at it tonight.
Yeah, real interesting. Mount Carmel's had that top billing for so many years. They're one of the tops in the nation, as all of those teams are well up there. Back to pass, Knorr coming from behind. Backside pressure. Here it comes again. A good hit, Millionaires. Riley Bauer on the finish after Nasir Jones made him hear some footsteps from behind. He knew #3 was coming after him.
Knorr didn't know he was that fast until he heard Jones coming up behind him. All of a sudden, he kicked it into another gear, but Riley Bauer closed. He was able to get it down.
Yeah, Riley Bauer doing a good job, and that should do it. It's going to roll down. That's going to end. That is going to end the first half. We're going to go down to Ben Reichley with Chuck Cruz. And if we're all ready to go, Millionaires up 9. Go ahead, Ben.
Coach, story is your offense and your defense, and there's another team over there.
Well, the only team we're concerned about is us right now. We left some points on the field there, a turnover and, a couple of bad penalties. We could be up a little bit more, so we're certainly not satisfied. We're certainly not pleased. So hopefully we come out of the half with a little bit more intensity, a little bit more focus on execution.
A big get, though, is when you're 10-0 against this team that wants to control the ball, then you're able – and your defense is able to start to dictate a little bit more.
Indeed, but 20-0 or 30-0 will be a whole lot better. Wouldn't you agree?
Coach, that's up to you at halftime, and we'll see what happens at the end of the game.
Will do. Thank you.
Thanks. Hey, guys, a Berwick offense that is just stymied by the Williamsport defense. Again, Williamsport playing very well on all sides of the ball. Berwick, you got to get the penalties straightened out. When they go in there, they got to get some penalties, realizing that that's putting them in a hole. But a Williamsport team that, they're hitting on all 8 cylinders tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. We'll take a break. Thanks, Ben. Coming up, Fairfield for Fantastic Deals, halftime show, and our RVT, River Valley Transit, big play and more. Williamsport, 9-point leader over Berwick, 16-7. This is the Rennie Rhode Armel Allstate Game of the Week. Randy Jr., a lot of kids get the driver's license for the first time. They need insurance. Tell me about it.
Yep, Gary, I found that's one of our most competitive areas right now here at the Road Armor Agency, is helping those families save sometimes $1,000, sometimes $2,000 by discussing those coverages with us, making sure we have all the discounts that are out there for those young drivers, be it driver training, be it good student. Get in touch with us to save big money on your young drivers.
Randy Road Armor, Allstate Insurance. Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliance, Route 15, South Side.
What are you doing over there, old man? Online shopping for a great pink shirt out of Gary Christmas closet?
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm trying to do an on-the-line store ad order for Hoarder Sporting Goods.
That doesn't work on a dummy phone. You got to use a smartphone.
I am a dummy.
You go right to the website, hoardersports.com, order it right away. You can pick it up curbside.
That's http:///
No. Hoardersports.com. We play to win.
And so should you.
Pudgy's Pizza is serving delicious subs, incredible wings, and their amazing pizzas and specialty pizzas at its brand new location in the Savoy Plaza, Montoursville. If you're planning the family dinner or you need the Pudgy's Pack or Max Pack for a weekend party, order online at pudgysofwilliamsport.com or call Pudgy's Montoursville location at 570-980-9875. And don't forget Pudgy's legendary location at 2028 Lycoming Creek Road in Williamsport. Same awesome taste, now at 2 terrific locations. Make it a Pudgy's Day today.
You know, local families have been going to Dr. David Ray Moore for more than 30 years in the great Williamsport area. And now many of the kids are grown and married, and their kids are going to see Dr. David Ray Moore and his great staff. See, they put smiles in the faces of parents and grandparents and all the kids for years. They specialize in general and cosmetic dentistry with 3 licensed dental hygienists on staff. And now they're accepting new patients. Dr. David Ray Moore, General Dentistry, 1033 Washington Boulevard, Williamsport.
Why, the name is Furlinger, Bud Furlinger. River Valley Transit's original driver, date back to 1933. This baby goes back to 62. Sort of reminds me of my third wife, Shirley. You can see it here at the Peter Hurdig Transportation Museum. You know, we've come a long way, but we still have the lowest discounted fares in the state. We cover the region from Jersey Shore to Hughesville. This is the new Church Street Transportation Center. And this baby is our new hybrid bus. River Valley Transit, dedicated to get you there.
Hey, we're back here. Fairfield halftime show. Fairfield for fantastic deals. Millionaires lead in this game 16-7. The score in the ball game at halftime. We're here in the press box on a quiet night. Probably the most quiet night we've ever had at STA Stadium. We do have Joe Garrison of 28, and of course he's always looking for camera time. Joe's up here eating. Kenny, first half of this ball game, you know, you're talking about millionaires, and again, here's the RVT big play first half of the game. There's a couple you could pick.
All right, here you go. You're going to watch it. Marone rolls out, and there's your first touchdown of the ball game. It's 7-0 Williamsport as he finds Nasir Jones from 6 yards out. That was a 62-yard drive, and it was helped by a couple of big penalties that was going. Then the Millionaires came back and were able to move the ball again and come down to a 27-yard field goal. And with 30 seconds left in the first quarter, Williamsport's up by a 10-0 score. But then Berwick on a 4th and short was able to get the job done as they were able to come back with Mason Lawbaugh running for 47 yards. And that put Berwick on the scoreboard. But the Millionaires continue to play good offense. And again, Frankie Marone comes up with another big play on a slant play to be able to put the Millionaires up. You know, it was really an impressive movement by the Millionaires, and the Millionaire defense has been awesome. Other than Lawbaugh's 47-yard run, Berwick has 30 yards offense.
Yeah, that's I mean that's pretty amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you look at that, you can see You know, the difference that you have, 73 yards rushing, 47 of them on that one run by Lawbaugh, only 4 yards passing. And we'll go to the River Valley big play of the first half, and here comes your second touchdown. Marone throws it. There's the slant touchdown. Beautiful play for the 40-yard touchdown as the Millionaires able to put really two nice passes together. They're not asking Frankie Marone to do big passes like we've seen some past Millionaire quarterbacks do. They're asking him to get the ball to the right guy at the right time, and he's doing a great job of it.
Yeah, play within yourself, and Marone having, again, a pretty good passing night. He was hitting 70% of the passes, 7 out of 11, 94 yards and a pair of touchdowns. And one thing that Kevin Brown, the offensive coordinator, said to us before the game, would like to get some running game going. They haven't had much success in the running game. 38 yards, but Ken, the passes and hoping to get another big play or two, that's been a key for this team.
Right, and the Millionaires, I think, are looking forward to this. Chuck Cruz just told Ben at halftime, we're going to look forward to seeing what we can do to fix the mistakes.
All right, we'll take a timeout. It's the Fairfield for Fantastic Deals halftime show. Williamsport up 16-7. We'll be back in a moment. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week. Hey guys, your headquarters for weekend fun and adventure is right here at the new Fairfield Motorsports, Ray Fox Plaza, right off Lycoming Mall Drive, Twin Hills, Montoursville. Rick, this is a fun store, and boy, I'll tell you, you talk about something for everybody, you've got it.
We've got it here, Gary. If you can't have fun here, you can't have fun anywhere. We've got all the toys, you name it, we've got them, selling like mad, and it's been a great place to come. And Mr. Adventure here, my son, can tell you all about him. He knows
Mr. Adventure. Yeah. Fletcher, we were here doing the live broadcast early on, and you know everything about all of these great toys. Let's talk about some of the cool things. You've got street bikes and dirt bikes. Let's go down and run everybody around this store. This is the go-to place for fun and adventure.
Yeah, so we got a great selection of dirt bikes, starting off with Kawasaki, Suzuki, and Yamaha. All the essentials you need to get on the track or go through the trails. We got a huge selection of four-wheelers through Yamaha, Kawasaki, and Suzuki, and Kimco. Variety of sizes from 450 to 700, even down to 150 or 90s for the kids. We got a huge selection of side-by-sides with the Yamaha and Kawasaki selection.
I'm blown away at the size of those side-by-sides.
Yeah, they're huge. Huge market. We got sport side-by-sides with the YXZ and the KRX 1000. We also have the other utility side covered with the mules. A huge variety. You can't go wrong with any of them.
You've got jet skis. You've got everything under the sun. And hottest thing going in when it comes to Traxxas, when it comes to the remotes, the RC business. Tell me more about it.
Yeah, so it's a huge market. We're the only Traxxas dealer locally within central Pennsylvania. We always keep a ton on stock, whether it's the big X-Max down to the Bandit. There's so many here. They're a lot of fun to try out. We encourage anybody to get down here and test one. You can't go wrong.
Hey, this is a fun place. There's no question, guys. It's going to be fun following more of these hot items you guys keep getting in. You've got new, you've got pre-owned, something for everybody. It is the new Fairfield Motorsports. Congratulations, Rick.
Thanks, Gary. Glad to be here and glad to be a part.
And Mr. Adventure, thanks for the tour. This is the guy. Come see Fletcher. He can show you the inside and outside of Fairfield Motorsports, Gray Fox Plaza, Montoursville. We've got more coming up. Don't go away. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves on our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years. Jim Moff & Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement.
Debbie, welcome to Moff & Associates. We have about 40 years experience here, and we're going to have to come up with a game plan for your retirement, and we'll be able to make sure you have enough income for life.
Jim Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com. Hey, we're back. Halftime, STA Stadium. Gary Crispin, Ken Sawyer. And tonight, Millionaires have that lead, 16-7 at halftime. They led 10-0 early, and anytime you get personal fouls like Berwick committed early, you better cash in.
You did, and I think the Millionaires, as you heard in John Cruz's interview before he went in the locker room, he's very disappointed that his team didn't cash in.
Yeah.
He feels he should have at least one more score, perhaps two, and I think that's what he's going to emphasize to his team. You've played a great first half defensively except one play. So let's keep that up. Offensively, we've got to get that ball moving downfield, and we've got to do it more consistently.
Yeah, one big play, and, of course, Mason Lawbaugh, who runs it 47 yards in a short yardage play, the Allstate defensive player. They bring him in like they used to do with Cosmo Curry and Soboleski and some of those guys in the past used to wear 99. He wears number 1. He goes 47 yards. They got the Dogs back in the game, 10-7 in the football game. Second half, what are we looking at?
Well, I think the Berwick Bulldogs are trying to find a way to come up with some more offense. They've got to do something to change Millionaires' front line. Millionaires are getting a great job up front and from their linebackers filling the hole. So they've got to get the ball over their heads. Outside, maybe a slant in. One of the plays that Coach Curry used to run, he'd fake the ball to that fullback up the middle, and then all of a sudden they'd dump the ball to him when the guys didn't realize it, and he'd be behind the defense and go down. So something like that. For the Millionaires, they've got to get the ball in Keith Freeman's hands a little bit more, I think, and they've got to also get Hennigan the ball a little bit more. Only 38 yards rushing. They can do better than that on the ground.
Yeah, but of course you're looking for maybe Jones downfield. Cam Sims is a game breaker, but you'd like to get a little bit more rushing attack. Carm DiFrancesco said you go triple option, you get behind. That's where teams have trouble. He's behind here, and the Millionaires gambling a little bit on defense, and it's paid off at the tail end of the quarter when they try to get back in. All right, 16-7 score. Let's check some of the scores. We'll see if we have some of the scores of some of the other games in high school football. Brought to you by Jim Moff, Moffett Associates. Are the Dogs at Jersey Shore for real? Central Mountain, much improved. That is in the third quarter.
26-7, the Bulldogs of Jersey Shore out in front. Muncie handling Columbia Montour Votech. 49-8. Montoursville 28-0 over Mifflinburg. South Williamsport playing their first ball game, and they're up 20-7 over Montgomery. And Loyalsock and Hughesville, if that's right, not scoring. Of course, that's the first game for Loyalsock too.
Unless we don't have that score, but no score of that game. First game, Loyalsock and South playing for the first time due to COVID-19 and a 14-day layoff. We're going to take time out. Millionaires are up over Berwick 16-7. You're watching the Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week. We're streaming live, cablesportslive.com, webweeklylive.com, and here on Facebook. We'll be back. Second half. Don't go away. Hey, guys, since 1966, the go-to place in Williamsport in this part of Central PA, Biters Furniture Mattress Appliance. We're here in the furniture section. Eric Biters with me. Eric, every time I'm here, you're expanding. You've got more things. Tell me what's new, what's going on here right now.
Gary, right now we are big on England Furniture. England Furniture is a custom design piece that you can come in and get something off of our showroom floor that we have in our warehouse. Or if you're looking for that special color that's going to match your decor, we've got over 400 fabrics that you can choose from and make that piece your own.
Okay, so you've got all the upholstery, everything to change it up, make it a one-of-a-kind, and boy, that's a huge selection here.
It is. It's an absolutely huge selection. And the nicest part, when you think custom furniture, the misconception is expensive. Not with England Furniture. It's going to fit within your budget, and we're going to be able to find you that piece.
And every time you turn around, you come to Biters. Something brand new is on the floor, whether a giant selection of sofas and sectionals, leather chairs, anything under the sun, and now England expanding the line here at Biters. That's huge.
It is, and we're really proud of the brand as well because it's made right here in the United States, down in Tennessee.
Eric, I appreciate it. Another update. You know you need furniture, you come to Biters Furniture, Mattress Appliance, Route 15, right here in Montgomery Pike, Southside. Eric, thanks again.
Thank you, Gary.
Hey, we'll have more coming up from Biters later on during the game.
When it comes to Billtown's best pizza, everyone knows Park Pizza. Memorial Avenue, Williamsport, right behind the outfield fence at Bowman Field. Offering takeout, delivery, and dine-in, open daily at 4 p.m. Finest pizza around and great stromboli, wings, and more, the best since 1960. It's a tradition in pizza like no other. Takeout, delivery, dine-in, Park Pizza since 1960. Give them a call today at 322-9024.
Hey guys, Gary Chrisman here with Eric Farrar at AAA Travel. We go back a lot of years, a lot of trips, a crazy year this year. What are people doing about those vacation plans now that things have been canceled?
Yeah, Gary, we've had thousands of members that had cruise reservations, tours, Disney, and most of them canceled or postponed until 2021.
Okay, so how do they move ahead for 2021? What do they need to do?
Number one, know the cancellation penalty of the vendor. Most cruise lines are offering cancellations up to 48 hours prior to departure. Tour companies are being very flexible. Most airlines have eliminated their change fees. Number two, purchase cancellation insurance. Very important. Make sure it suits your needs. Number three, book with someone you know and trust. Many internet travel sites have gone out of business due to the pandemic.
You know, nobody does it better than AAA. Now more than ever, go with the folks you trust. AAA, the most trusted name in travel. We're back in the clothier, part 2 of the Babe Mare Makeover.
Dave, this beautiful sport coat from Jack Victor is beautiful in your wardrobe with a nice pair of trousers. And it's going to match gorgeous in your wardrobe, and it's going to make you look trim without going to the gym.
Well, I tell you what, this is a nice outfit. I tell you, this is the one, Francis. You're the best.
The Clothier for Men, downtown Williamsport for the best in central PA.
In Pennsylvania, there are 14,000 children who've been removed from unsafe situations. While we hope that number stops you in your tracks, we also want to remind you these children are more than a number. There are 14,000 names, stories, fears, hopes, and dreams. They are kids who deserve to know they belong, and the community is here to support them by becoming foster parents. Adelphi Foster Care and Adoption Services is asking for your help to say, I can make a difference. Call us today at 1-800-KID-5928 to learn how.
Kiss 1027, the 80s to now.
Well, the Millionaires are up 16-7 for some reason, trying to get the other scores. But I knew that the Loyal Sock Hughesville game, they had no score. Well, that isn't the case. Sock, heavy favorite, and last time we checked, 55-12 Sock over Hughesville. Loyal Sock's first game. A couple of weeks away, Loyal Sock Montoursville, big rivalry game that we've got coming up. That's going to be great.
Yes, it's been really tough on these teams. Last weekend, Hanover had to end up playing a Winber, and Winber plays the single wing still.
Oh, wow.
So you're talking about getting ready for something different. But poor athletic directors and officials, they've really had a hard time trying to keep things together. The Dallas-Tunkhannock game was canceled like 4 hours before kickoff a couple of weeks ago. So there's just been all sorts of issues involved. In fact, Berwick hasn't played a home game yet. They'll be home next week at Crispin Field for the first time against Valley West. Millionaires will be right back here against Wilkes-Barre area.
Yeah, Jersey Shore, we did get the Jersey Shore score. They're up 26-7. Montoursville winning big. Second half kickoff. Millionaires up 9. Coming back, Devin Smith with the football gets labeled at the 25-yard line. And Berwick, well, that's actually Isaac Tripp coming back. They're going to set up first down and 10. And the tackle, Nasir Hennigan. Let's see how they set the tone to start this second half of the game.
Yes, this will tell us a lot, this first possession for both teams. The Millionaires with a nice 16-7 lead, but they know that Berwick has the ability. They did it last week. To come back into the second half. They had a big second half last week. The Millionaires have got to make sure they're still in position, play that same great defense.
Here comes Benny Knorr, junior QB, running that triple option, much like that
Lawbaugh behind him.
Yeah, and Laubaugh's a guy I would have in there more often. He had the big run of the night for Berwick, 47 yards and a touchdown, and what everybody thought was going to be short yardage, but that time it was short yardage. Nothing doing. The fullback is hit, and a good job, Nasir Jones. is in there looking for number 1, trying to find an answer to get back in the game. Everybody's playing for that close 1-yard dive. He just delayed, went off tackle. He went 47 yards to cut it to a 10-7 ball game.
Avery Campbell and Dade Splain were also in on that tackle. That was a real team tackle.
They've got Lawball again, fullback. Remember, the backs are the guys they line up at slot. Keep an eye on this football team to try to get something wide open going. This time it's going to be a straight rollout run by Knorr. He's not going to get much, and he could barely turn that corner. And the Millionaires come over to make the tackle. Hennigan again comes over to make the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nasir Hennigan is responding nicely. He's been able to move laterally and come over and make the tackles that he needs to make and cover the gap because Knorr had a pretty good run going there.
All right, third down in about 4. And here we go. Millionaires trying to cash in and try to hold here and get their offense going again, up 9. But we've got a long ways to go. Early gone 3rd period here on Cable Sports. Coming out of that triple option offense. Lead back, of course, fullback. They come counter to that right side and nothing doing. Try to come to the slot, and that time they go, of course, to their money guy, Sheptock, and he's not going to get a whole lot. It's going to be 4th down and maybe, boy, I'd say a 4th down at about a yard.
Avery Campbell and Roman Marone in on that tackle, and they were cognizant of where the first down marker was. You could see them trying to bend him back a little bit so that he wouldn't get there. 4th down 1, early second half. Do you go for it, Berwick?
Here come the Dogs right now, are 0 for 6 in 3rd down tries on 3rd down conversions. Millionaires bring Freeman in. Cam Sims comes out defensively in secondary, and again, you've got the big guy running fullback again. Lawball scored in a play like this earlier, their only score of the night. 4th down and 1. Maurer in motion. He'll come back to the slot. Long count trying to pull him off. And, of course, they go Lawball. And, boy, I tell you, they took too much time. And that is not what you want to do. You want to get them to jump and get the first down via the penalty. But too much time, and now you're dealing with 4th down and 6.
I was really shocked that they were going to go for it at that point in the second half, and so they tried to draw the Millionaires off, take advantage of penalties, didn't get it done, and now the Millionaires, if they can field this punt, because Sheptock's been doing a great job getting his punts out there. If the Millionaires can field it, they could get some pretty good field position here.
Yeah, Sean Sheptock has had punts of 47 and 48 yards. Kicking back right now to Keith Freeman. They're going to fake it. Here comes Sheptock. He's got the first down in more by a mile of the 50, 45, and steps out at the 40-yard line. The fake pays off for Garm and the Dogs, and they're in business now. Big play, Berwick. They needed a play like that.
Great call, because there was nobody. If we get a chance to watch it on replay, there was nobody in the same zip code as him. I mean, he was way out there.
Yeah, Sean Sheptock, his dad played at Mount Carmel. It was a great player there, played on that 94
now look at
team
all
that won
that
the
green
state
out
title.
there.
And there's Sheptock, 30 yards, headed next year to Cornell. He's a good one. First down to 10. Here come the Bulldogs. They stay with Lawbaugh in the backfield. Remember, they started Logan Smith. We've seen Bankus back there.
Big play for Berwick. Big play.
Maurer goes in motion. They come straight ahead, fullback, little delay, and then that ball gets caught up, and the Millionaires, I believe, recovered the fumble. Let's look and see. The flag comes out.
Lots of flags.
Flags are all over with a personal foul. The ball came out, and slow getting up is Avery Campbell. And, boy, I'll tell you, Millionaires that time on the run by Lawball, the ball came out, and Sebastian Robinson is the guy that got the ball on the fumble. The Cherry and White would have it back, but let's see what this call is going to be.
But I just there's more flags.
Yeah,
oh
more
boy,
flags coming down.
Because the Williamsport coaching staff were out on the field.
Yeah, let's go down to Ben Reichley. Ben, you had a chance to see it, and now they're not going to say fumble.
No, he stole the ball from him. But then the law ball started to lose his temper
Composure.
and unsportsmanlike. Yeah, now we got Williamsport coaches out there, which they didn't need to be out there. But no, Mason Lawball just just put his team in a tough situation. Yeah, he lost the ball. It was stolen by Williamsport. A great play. And here, guys, if the refs are getting paid by the penalty, they're making some money tonight.
Yeah,
because there's like 7 flags out there.
Yeah,
on the field.
Millionaires come out with it, and then Lawball does get upset, pulls Avery Campbell down, and Avery Campbell stays down, as you see. And now flags all over the place, so we'll see what that call is going to be. But a good job stealing the ball away. And Sebastian Robinson is the guy that came up with that football, Ken.
Yeah, and I think I wouldn't be surprised here to see a disqualification.
Yeah, Lawball is most likely out of the game.
Yeah, I think we're going to see that. I think we're going to see, penalties against both sides here because of the end.
Lawball is out of the game.
Yep.
Yeah,
Lawball's out of the game.
That is big. Mason Lawball, who's their all-stater, is out of the ball game. He's been ejected.
They called the sideline warning on Williamsport. So let's see where the ball's going to be at the 27-yard line, and that's huge. I mean,
Millionaires are going to have it back.
Yep.
And here come the cherry and white. It will be a fumble. Yeah, it stays. And Sebastian Robinson got it and was able to pull it away. Lawball, again, almost the same play he scored on.
Now the penalty gets walked off.
And now they'll get the penalty all set to go and find out where they're going to set it up first down and 10.
42.
Williamsport up by 9.
And then they walk it back. So the sideline is a 5 and the unsportsmanlike's a 15. So the net is Williamsport gains 10 yards and the ball. They're at the 37-yard line.
Here comes Frankie Marone. Millionaires, 9:05 to play in the third. They bring DJ Green to this near side. Top of the screen again, you've got Freeman, you've got Mazzani. And back of the gun is Marone. Jet sweep. Keith Freeman to the outside. Benny Knorr, who plays defense, also makes that tackle at the 41-yard line. Get a little nice chunk of about 4, maybe 4.5 yards on that play. Millionaires get 2nd down and 6, trying to peck away here with a 9-point lead.
You saw in that play what Kevin Brown was talking to us about pregame, the penetration the Berwick folks like to get defensively. Now the question is, can you build off that sweep and go something the other way, or a pass that catches behind them?
You've got Marone back in the gun, Freeman in motion. Straight back, setting the screen, and boy, I'll tell you, they had that defender all over him, and that's going to be.
Here we go, more flags.
That is going to be a pass interference call, and now flags and maybe another personal foul. He was draped all over the receiver on that screen pass to that left side.
He had a couple of linemen who were having a disagreement, and the flags came out of that. So we've got, I think, more than one penalty on this play.
Yeah, we've got maybe another player coming out of the game that may have to leave the football game. Mason Lawball is gone, and that is a big blow to Berwick in this game. This game started out with 2 personal fouls by Berwick in the very opening drive of this game. Millionaires were 3 and out, and personal foul kept it alive. They got another big personal foul, and they were able to get a 6-yard touchdown pass from Marone to Nasir Jones to get on the board on that very first drive of this ball game tonight.
I don't know if we're going to get an ejection, but I think we're going to see. The question is, will there be 2 personal foul, offsetting personal foul, but you take advantage of the pass interference?
We've got a 16-7 Millionaire lead in a lot of time with 8:22 left here in the third period. Cable Sports, Rennie Road Armel Allstate game. Gary Crispin, Ken Sawyer next week. We're going to be at Montoursville against the Danville Ironmen. Warriors winning big tonight, as our Jersey Shore, and we finally did get the Loyal Sox store. They couldn't find it initially, and it is on WebWeeklyLive.com. Paul Bowe and Rich Salonis doing it, but they're winning big, 55-12 over Hughesville.
Referee talked to both teams a little bit from a distance. Got a defensive hold is what they're going to call instead of interference, but it's going to be against Berwick. Now, wait a minute, dead ball. Personal foul, Williamsport. Dead ball, personal foul, Berwick. So offsetting, as we said earlier, is what we expected. Offsetting personal fouls. So the only penalty the only thing that does is you see them writing down. They're writing down the numbers So we'll see what happens here.
All right, 2nd down and 6, and they may, down below, they said it might be Williams may have come out of the game too. So they've lost 2 guys that have been ejected in this game. Peyton Williams would be the player, and he starts as split end and also linebacker in this team. They're going to toss right side Hennigan.
Oh.
And he gets belted after a gain of about 1 yard. He ran right in to the big guy, 6'3", 295. And again, Ethan Hughes comes over to make that tackle. They've been tough all night long.
If you get multiple unsportsmanlikes, that can be an ejection. It doesn't have to be the act itself. And that's why they keep track of who they call them on. You saw them writing everything down.
You've got Mazzani and Freeman, and now they put Keith in motion this way.
Ooh.
Faking the jet sweep. Marone sets it up, throws out here wide open for a big play to Sear Jones. Nice play fake, setting up that little screen to the outside. That could have been 6 points, and Nasir never put it away. He looked to run before he had it. That was big yardage. Great. I like the call.
He's made some fantastic plays at this game, and that was just one that he'll remember for about 2 minutes until he makes another great play.
3rd down 11. So Berwick has lost Williams and Lawball to ejection in this game. Out of the gun, Marone, pressure coming, look out. That's Hughes again, and Hughes from the backside pulls him down. 6'3", and we're talking 295. Big job that time. Great defensive play coming in there in the hit.
So you want to play quarterback. Well, you see Frankie Marone getting up a little slow after that one, too. You saw both quarterbacks tonight have had some time. They stick it in there. They're playing. They're not giving up. But, boy, they both have been taking some hits.
4th down 20. Billionaires have had some opportunities, and you've got a 9-point game. Berwick scores, and they're right back in this ball game. Got a long way to go. Elliott Wanup, the soccer kicker and punter, and a good one, all conference. He's an all-conference goalie, number of years. Got a big leg, kicked a 27-yard field goal earlier in this ball game. Fair catch is called and made, and that time Isaac Tripp makes the fair catch, and the Dogs set up 1st down and 10 and trying to come from behind. So they started Lawball after a 37-yard punt, and in the second half of the game, he gets ejected, and then Peyton Williams gets thrown out of the game. Game of the week brought to you by Jim Moff, Moff & Associates at moffandassociates.com. It's all about retirement income planning for Williamsport in Central PA. Jim Moff and Moff & Associates, retirement income planning. Give Jim a call this week.
Well, the Millionaires are going to continue to play this great defense they've been playing, and they've got to get, I think they've got to get at least one more score somewhere in this ball game.
Yeah, I agree. There goes Benny Knorr.
You got a lot of guys that play both ways, and it was a very hot night to start with. And it's a very, very physical ball game, obviously.
He comes up under center. He's got Sheptock is a lone setback. Or I should say Maurer is back there. And they give it to Maurer. Maurer, good piece of running and a 1st down run that time. And Maurer, the 1st down run inside the 35-36. Riley Bauer, a saving tackle. And a good job that time by Blake Maurer, who lines up with Sheptock at the slot. And just a straight run that time, and now Maurer slow getting up.
Well, it's been one of those nights. You know, the teams have had such a hard year. You start to practice, then you stop. Then you start to practice, you stop, and you've gone through a lot of things, and you got other kids that haven't been able to do much of anything else.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick timeout. Millionaires by 9, 16-7 over Berwick. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week.
Serving delicious subs, incredible wings, and their amazing pizzas and specialty pizzas at its brand new location in the Savoy Plaza, Montoursville. If you're planning the family dinner or you need the Pudgy's Pack or Max Pack for a weekend party, order online at pudgysofwilliamsport.com or call Pudgy's Montoursville location at 570-980-9875. And don't forget Pudgy's legendary location at 2028 Lycoming Creek Road in Williamsport. Same awesome taste now at 2 terrific locations. Make it a Pudgy's Day today.
Jim Moff and Associates, you've been at it for 30 plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement.
Debbie, welcome to Moff and Associates. We have about 40 years experience here, and we're going to have to come up with a game plan for your retirement, and we'll be able to make sure you have enough income for life.
Jim Moff and Associates, moffandassociates.com. Well, the Millionaires of Williamsport, first game, the home opener was senior night, because you never know. You want to make sure the seniors are on it, the band. Marchie Millionaires sounded great. We saw them a little bit in our pregame show. They came in with their parents, and then they have left because only 250 are allowed in the stadium, although that is going to change with the PIAA ruling.
Football senior night was at 5 o'clock. And then later on, the band had theirs, and it's just been one of those things that teams have to. You know, there's some places in Pennsylvania, Lackawanna League for one, District 1, parts of District 1, they haven't started their football seasons yet. They don't start till next week.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, thank God Penn State's going to play. I understand Kurt Daniker, who starts at Ohio, the former Millionaire offensive guard, started a year ago and started in their bowl game, and he's the projected starter offensive guard. The MAC is going to play, so Kurt's going to get a chance. Keep following him. He looked good. Toss outside with a football. Again, trying to run is Devin Smith, who lined up at the slot. He's going to get a chunk of yardage out of that 7-yard gain. To Sear Hennigan comes over to make that tackle for the Cherry and White.
Berwick's made adjustments, and they are now running the ball with more vigor. They're attacking more with their linemen. And they're starting to get some openings, and if they start doing that, they can get on the scoreboard and start controlling the ball, and that's exactly what Williamsport does not want to happen.
Here comes Knorr, triple option, playing from behind. Navy came from behind, down a lot against Tulane a week ago. You can throw off this in the play action. Keep an eye on that. Rolling down the line, pitching right side. Good speed, Sheptock. He's a good one. 40, 35, 30. And Sean Sheptock has the Bulldog football team in business, and a great big run that time.
Last two plays, they've been able to get outside. They went outside, left side, outside, right side. So they're starting to box the Millionaires in and cut off some of that pursuit that the Millionaires have been so good at. We'll take a look at it again, and you can see Deep Man goes out of the picture, and everybody else has got to chase him, and Sheptock knows where to go.
Yeah, they've got to go to their playmakers. I don't think there's any doubt. Sheptock headed to Cornell. He's a good one, 6'2", 210, and a senior. So here comes Benny Knorr, the junior QB. They lost their starter, who's gone to Army to run the triple auction, Blaine Cleaver, in the first game. First down and 10. Knorr doing a good job. He's got trips top of the screen. Bulldogs on the march, down 9. Running that option. Nowhere to go, and Knorr gets nailed. Good job that time. Robinson coming up, number 22, and Sebastian Robinson, known around the football field as Seabask from Chuck Cruz. Chuck, we get a kick out of Chuck. He's got, of course, Sam's Glover is khaki. We mentioned that earlier. He's got a nickname for most of these guys.
We've got we've also had Berwick just had a problem with one of their own offensive people. Didn't know what the play was. They've got to reset the play clock, and then they'll be set to go.
Second down, 12.
On that counter, one of the wing guys came back in when he wasn't supposed to, and he ran in to the quarterback, and that's what helped slow that play up and gave Robinson a chance to get in there and finish him off.
Tajee Taylor is in offensively now, number 8. He's got good speed. They fake right, dump that out to the left side in the flat. Bankus with the football, running down inside the 10 to the 8. Ryan Bankus, great call. The Millionaires tried that earlier. Keith Freeman a saving tackle that time. Again, little fake, and you kind of bootleg the opposite way, and you got a guy in the flat wide open.
Well, he also played off the fact that the Millionaires have been getting great pressure from the outside, and they let that man come in, sort of like a screen pass, but it was downfield, threw the ball over top of the rushing man, and nobody was there to cover.
Good job to Ryan Bankus, the backup fullback, 17-yard gain, first and goal, 9-yard line. Berwick down 9 in the football game. Benny Knorr. They put Smith in motion. Nor again slides in that triple option to near the 5-yard line. Millionaires Freeman coming out. Also, it's going to be Jefferson, Stavon Jefferson, and Avery Campbell again. He's played a good football game tonight.
And once again, you're seeing Berwick overload. They're starting to overload one side of the line of scrimmage to be able to get it. They went to their bench side that time, and they were trying to get those extra blockers over there. Let's see if they keep up with that.
Yeah, Berwick right here. Brandon Hinkle is their kicker. They're not thinking about that now, although he does have a field goal this year. Millionaires trying to hold him out here these next two plays. Moore. Smith goes in motion. Off the left side. Bankus again. Got to the 5 and got belted.
Good defense.
And again, Nasir Jones comes over to make that hit again. Also some help by Roman Moreau, number 30.
They were both there in a hurry, and they made sure of the tackle. That's another thing you've got to do with these hard-charging backs that we've seen from Berwick. You can't just hit them. You've got to wrap them. You've got to confront them and be able to take them down.
Yeah, Berwick now 3rd and goal at the 4-down 9. Big play with almost 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes left in the 3rd. Long way to go. Double wide right side. Benny Knorr up under center. Fullback Bankus. You've got the 2 slots. They put a man in motion out of that triple option. Down the line, the pitch. The ball is up for grabs and recovered off the fumble that time. Right place, right time, and coming over to make that play is Braden Boone, who caught it in midair. That ball was up for grabs. Would have been a huge turnover if the Millionaires could have gotten it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That would have stopped that drive and taken a lot of wind out of the Berwick sails. Now we've got a Millionaire limping off the field. David Sam's Glover's coming off, limping off a little bit as he comes to the sideline.
Yeah, we are. Let's see now. 4th down and goal at the 5. And now Brendan Hinkle is going to come in and kick. He has 1 field goal this year. Going to put it down at about the 13-yard line, a 23-yard kick. Boy, not a good snap. Had to hold for it. He missed it, and the Millionaires get a break on a bad snap, and he missed the field goal, and the Millionaires are going to take over. That's huge.
It is huge. Millionaires taking the ball back, and I'll tell you, when you can stop a drive like that, Berwick ran up a lot of time off the clock, but the Millionaires didn't give up any points.
Hey, let's thank some of our sponsors. We're going to stay right here. Millionaires 16-7. In this ball game, our Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week, brought to you by Pudgy's of Williamsport. Now 2 great locations: Savoy Plaza, Montoursville. Great big restaurant, dining area, and they do a fantastic job. And a bottom line is you've got to get everything squared away. Get out to Pudgy's of Williamsport, and again, same thing like Cumming Creek Road. Pudgy's of Williamsport, Pudgy's in Montoursville. All right, here we go. Setting up 1st down and 10. Millionaires with the football. Frankie Moreau, they dodged the bullet on the missed field goal attempt. Still up by 9. They need more points, though. Outside, Keith Freeman. He's got speed. Look out. Here comes Freeman. Midfield. Freeman to the 40, 35, and brought down, and more flags to the 32-yard lines. Boy, I'd say a little horse collar action that time. We're going to get another. Sean Sheptock made the saving tackle, but it could be another. Yeah, I think we're going to get another personal foul, and it's personal fouls all night long. And that is just going to add a little bit more. What a fantastic
run, though. What a fantastic run by Freeman. And he turned it on as he got around that corner, and he just did a fantastic job of making them come up and catch up with him.
Here's another look at it again. 48-yard run by Keith Freeman.
Look at it inside there. Now he just puts himself on, and Sheptock's able to come up and pull him, and then Sheptock has to grab a hold up top, and that's going to cause extra yards.
Well, I tell you, this is a night Carm DiFrancesco will not be happy with all the penalties, all the personal fouls, and it's certainly been an advantage of the Williamsport Millionaires. And again, we said earlier, play a team like Berwick, you better be able to cash in. You're up 9 here. Here they go. 1st down and 10, 17.
But Chuck Cruz will be very happy if they get 6 points out of this one.
No doubt. He's felt they have left points on the field tonight, first half. Marone trying to get some running game going. He ran right into the big guy in the middle, Brian Knorr. 6'3", 275. Those defensive tackles are really tough for Berwick.
He's played a fantastic ball game for the Bulldogs. He's stayed in there, and he's been able to stop a lot of things inside for the Millionaires trying to run. They've had their success outside.
Garma's in his second year. They were 9-3 a year ago. Second down 12. Millionaires trying to get more for the 19. Marone in the gun. Back to pass. Looks to throw. End zone. Sims. Touchdown. Millionaires. What a throw. The third touchdown pass by Frankie Marone tonight. And Sims has caught two. This one from 19 yards out.
Don't sell Frankie Marone short. What a great touch he has on the ball. He's got a great feel for lofting that ball and letting his speed guys get underneath it. Great touchdown pass.
Well, you've got speed like Cam Sims, and of course Keith Freeman had that 48-yard run to get him down there, and then that great first step by Sims, both by his man, and a perfect lob to the corner. And here's the conversion try. One up. This time he's got, no, it is up and good. One of the referees was going to call it no good. It is good. We're going to tell you, I don't know what he was looking at. 23-7 Millionaires with 1:01 left in the third. Stick around. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week. Hey guys, we're here at AAA, the most trusted name in travel in South Williamsport. Group travel manager Katrina Harvey with me. We go back a bunch of years doing amazing trips. This is a throwaway year in 2020. 2021 is going to be big. Tell me what you have going on.
Well, Gary, we're mainly going to duplicate our lineup of 2020 international and domestic tours, starting with your Princess Alaska cruise tour. It's being rescheduled for next July.
That's going to be huge.
Our one-day and multi-day bus trips range from the Philadelphia Flower Show to Mackinac Island in Michigan. There's a full lineup of cruises going to Bermuda, the Caribbean, Alaska, and Canada and New England. We also have tours to Ireland and the U.S. national parks. We have a wide variety of trips to meet everyone's needs.
So now more than ever, travel with someone you trust. AAA, the most trusted name in travel. Well, Frankie Marone has had quite a night, and so have the Millionaires offensively. They finally cashed in again. That time, Sims, his second touchdown reception, 16 and 19 yards, and now a little bit of breathing room. But right now, you're playing Berwick. You've got to make sure now you're a minute one away from the fourth period. And right now, I know Chuck Cruz wants more.
This defense, the last possession that Berwick had, kept bending, but they didn't break. And he's got to be very proud of that. He's also going to be very proud of the fact that his offense did take it in and put those big points on the board, and that gives them a little bit of breathing room with the last 13 minutes and 1 second to go in the game.
Here comes one up. He's kicked one in the end zone. This time they squib it. The ball is covered. And Berwick's going to get pretty good field position that time. Covered that time by Braden Boone, number 20, and they're going to set up first down and 10. So here they go. Game of the week brought to you by BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar, Danville and Selinsgrove. And I'll tell you, Central PA Classic since 1982, the St. Louis Ribs, those great Chicago steaks, award-winning burgers, everything from seafood. I think, Ken, they've got the best clam chowder around, too. BJ's, M Street Tavern, Danville, Selinsgrove for safe dining inside, outside dining. Now we're at 50% or takeout from Bob and the gang at BJ's, one of our favorite places. First down and 10. Berwick. Every time we go to BJ's, I end up paying, though. You ever notice that? When are they going to take me? All right, down the line. On the keeper, look out, Knorr nearly turned the corner, and he ran into, that time, Robinson, and Seabass pulled him down. Sebastian Robinson, good defensive play. Knorr, anytime you're running that option, you got to be a little slippery. And he cut it up inside and nearly blew by that man who's playing basically outside linebacker on that defensive end spot.
He had a little indecision, and he right at the end of the play there that helped the Millionaires get a hold of him. I think they'd have still gotten him, but he wasn't sure whether he should keep it or whether he should pitch it out at the last second, which can sometimes be very dangerous.
7-yard gain. Boy, I tell you, when you're trying to master the triple option, boy, if you can run it well, it is hard to defend, and teams don't have a lot of time to get ready for you and prepare. A lot of teams have never seen it. Down the line, they come counter back the other way. Man, they're going to get about a yard, and that is it. They try to slide it to Sean Sheptock. And it's going to roll down. That's going to do it. Nasir Jones stayed home and made the tackle. That is it. That's the end of the third. The Millionaires have added to their lead. They're up 23-7 over Berwick. You're watching the Rennie Rodarmel Allstate Game of the Week. Rich Rodarmel, car insurance so important, but you've got a different plan for people that have a different schedule in life, and that's changing every day.
Well, nowadays with everybody working from home, here out of our agency, we offer what's called MileWise, where you pay as you go. So the individual that drives less, they will have lower insurance rates due to that fact.
That makes sense in today's changing times. Rennie Rodarmel, Allstate Insurance.
A lot's changed in 30-plus years, but one thing remains the same. You're ready for a new car or truck? Count on the Fairfield Auto Group for fantastic deals. With 800 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, you'll find exactly what you want at the price you need. So while trends come and go, you'll always find the same incredible selection and savings you expect from the Fairfield family. With 5 locations in Central PA, Fairfield Auto Group for fantastic deals.
STA Stadium. It has been a quiet night. Now, the Marching Millionaires put together a great show. And if you watch the replay anytime, on Facebook, WebWeeklyLive.com, CableSportsLive.com, in our pregame show, we do capture part of that pregame. And I tell you, Marching Millionaires, they perform like the bands of old. They really look good tonight.
Had a great show and a great plaudits to our crew for being able to catch that so we could share it with you at the beginning of the broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Here comes Berwick now. Fourth period. They've got a 3rd and 2 running down the line. They've got a hole and a first down run. Good piece of running. And spinning is Ryan Bankus. And Bankus is the guy that they got a great play out of, a little toss to him out of that backfield earlier. Nasir Hennigan comes over, and Joel Filippa is now in the ballgame playing defense and also helps out of that play with 11:43 left in this ballgame. Here's a look at it again. Here's the touchdown.
Well, see, look at how he floats that ball right over everybody. Just perfect. Just a perfect throw.
He's got the weapons around him, and they're taking advantage of that. He's thrown for 7 touchdown passes already this year in the 3rd game. Stepping back, Knorr can't go anywhere. Now the Millionaires can gamble. Riley Bowers played a great ball game tonight and helped that time again by Joel Filippa is in on the last 2 tackles coming off. Normally an offensive lineman for the Cherry and White who started tonight on that O-line.
That's the guy. Got to give credit to Chuck Cruz and his whole coaching staff. They've done a great job preparing their team. And you can show kids how to do something, but that doesn't mean they're always going to do it. Well, he's still got almost 11 minutes yet, but they've done an outstanding job of following the game plan offensively and defensively.
Millionaires defensively, 4 sacks in this ball game at Berwick. Here comes Knorr, 2nd and 13. You want to be ahead of the chains here. They go with that reverse handoff and a little flea flicker down the middle, throwing deep. That ball is caught. And I know our cameraman was fooled down there that time. Little trickery. The ball is caught that time by Braden Boone, and Roman Marone makes a saving tackle. Nice play, good gamble, and that ball's thrown a little deeper. They would have scored in that play.
Well, Ben Reichley told us before the broadcast that was going to be the first offensive play of the game. Came a little bit later than that, but it still worked beautifully.
They've got Taji Taylor in the ball game. They come out here to Boone on the left side. They come up under center. 2 slot backs are basically their running backs. That Sheptalk in motion, and now Taji Taylor knows as he goes in. He jumps a little early. It's going to cost him 5 yards. He knew right away. He got off count. It's been that kind of night. 12 penalties for 140 yards for Berwick in this football game.
Yeah, you can't be 4 yards downfield before the ball stopped. It's not CFL.
First down and 15. Knorr coming out, hoping to get Aiden Mason, their fullback, back. They're going to dump one out here, and that ball could have been picked, and that was nearly a run back. And heads-up play, Stavon Jefferson making sure it was not a backward pass and a lateral. Heads-up play to pick that ball up. He came a whisker away from picking that off in nothing but green field.
Yes, he did, and he wanted to make sure. So he just, well, till somebody tells me to stop, I'm not. But great job getting out there in the middle of that and breaking it up and almost having the opportunity for a score.
We were talking to a good buddy of ours, Mike Lundy, who's one of the coaches of the WAMs at the Williamsport Area Middle School, and Mike said this is the best defense he's seen at Williamsport in a lot of years, and I agree. They're much improved.
Very, very good.
Second down, 15. Mike's up here doing the video work for Millionaires, as he's done for a long time. Right side roll, Moore, and boy, I tell you, Avery Campbell nearly had him, and then he nearly threw a pick. And that time, Sam's Glover, Khaki, is a guy that had a shot to pick that off, and he came a whisker away diving for number 6.
Yeah, he had two great plays by the Millionaire defense there. One almost the interception on the end, but the play that set it up was pulling the quarterback, Knorr, down and making him throw it while he was falling.
And Knorr, 3 out of 6 for 56 yards throwing the football. Again, they want to run the football first.
Big third down here for Berwick. If they don't get something on this drive, Millionaires have then got an opportunity to really to maybe take some time off the clock. Or, of course, the way they run the ball, maybe they can get a big score.
They're down 15, Berwick on the march at the Millionaire 30. Back to pass. Knorr puts it out here. Devin Smith eludes one, and then the Millionaires gang tackling. Good recovery. Freeman. Hennigan is there. And a great job again by Jefferson. Stavon Jefferson, number 20. Playing together as a team defensively and swarming to the ball. That's what they've done all night.
Right. We talked in the pregame and we talked earlier in the game about staying home because of the run. Well, the same thing with the pass. Somebody's got responsibility, but once they see the plays being made, his teammates come help him. That way, if one guy doesn't quite get the whole tackle, you've got somebody else there to help him.
Now Berwick, 4th down and long, 4th and 16 at the 32. They've got trips this left side. Teddy Taylor, top of the screen. Up under center, that's Knorr. Junior QB's gone all the way, 5'10", 175. Back to pass, lets it go. Out here on the flat, that ball is no flag. Now the flag comes out. And that's going to be a collision early. And Demir Sam's Glover was thinking interception, but again, you can't touch that receiver. And he got in the way, and Berwick's going to get a big break on 4th down.
Well, the official closest to it, right in front of it, did not throw the flag, but the man further downfield did. And that's going to be the call.
Yeah, we want to see, Mike, if you have that, let's see if we can see that play again. Let's take another look. Mike's backing it up and see if we can see how much contact there was on that play, because this keeps it alive for Berwick here. And here's another look, Ken.
Okay, let's see. They're both going for the ball, it looks to me like, on that play.
Boy, that's a tough call.
That's tough.
That is a tough call.
And they're still having a discussion.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that's pass interference. They're both going for the ball.
They're going to pull the flag. They're going to wave the flag off.
Boy, that's big. Millionaires are going to hold on that play. It was on 4th down and 16, and that is going to be, Millionaires hold. That's a defensive play, and it was not pass interference. The only review we had was up here, but they overturned it on the field.
We overturned it.
Tough night for Carm and the Bulldogs tonight, and now the Millionaires. A huge win for this team if they can beat Berwick here tonight. Start 3-0 for the first time in about 5 years or something like that. Great run for this team.
Millionaires still have Wilkes-Barre area at home next week, then at Valley West, then Pittston, Dallas, and Hazleton. They end up on the road in the last couple of games.
Sam's Glover in that backfield. They give it to Demir, and boy, I tell you, they're going to eat him up for about a 3-4 yard loss. The Bulldogs waiting for him in the middle. And again, we've seen him all night. Good defensive hit. We've got Andrew Blockus in there. Also, Brian Knorr, 57, has been all over the place all night long. Comes over to make a good defensive hit.
When you see the Millionaires here, they've got to make the decision in their play calling. You're down to just over 8 minutes left in the game, and you've got a good lead, 23-7. You just don't want to give Berwick an easy score. You don't want to give them an easy score.
Yeah, taking some clock now. with 8 minutes left in the football game. You're up 23-7. There's a little toss, flip on the reverse. Little jet sweep look, and look at Keith Freeman. He's off to the races. Freeman, open field run. Keith Freeman, touchdown. He takes it the distance. A flag is down.
Yep.
That is too bad. A flag is down on looks like a block from the back, and that was unnecessary. Keith Freeman turned that into something. Didn't look like it was going to be much of anything, and Freeman breaks to the inside.
There was also a flag in the line of scrimmage initially, which you saw come out before all that run, then a flag further downfield.
Yeah, tough break, Millionaires, tough break, Keith Freeman. A great run, but again, you see the weapons that this football team has. Keith Freeman, another underclassman. This is a young Williamsport Millionaire football team. They've got just about everybody back here, especially skill position people. You're going to lose Nasir Jones, certainly, and he's their big impact player, there's no doubt. Keith Freeman is 5'10", 175, a junior. We've seen him since his freshman year, but that's coming all the way back. That was going to be a major 71-yarder that is coming back.
The Millionaires have 11 seniors on this team, but they have 22 juniors and 24 sophomores on this team.
Yeah, that's big. Chuck Cruz is building, and positive things going on up here in the hill. Second down, 13, and hopefully we can get more fans here next week.
And an exciting team. You know, that's the thing, the hallmark, I think, of his teams. They've been very exciting to watch.
Well, they've got skill position people all over the place. They can score in a hurry. Here comes Frankie Marone. He's thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Going to stop everything for a moment and set it up again. Didn't see a flag come out. Referees coming to the sideline, and what are we talking about right here?
Play clock, perhaps?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, they're going to reset it again. Ben, you're down below. Looks like it was the game clock. Yeah, Ben, where are you taking it back to? Apparently going to go back. You're going to reset it to about 7:49
is what we heard, and that's what it shows up now. 7:49 being put onto the game clock, so about 30 seconds being put back up.
It is strange without fans at these games.
Oh, yeah.
It really is.
Sure,
there was more noise at Jersey Shore 2 weeks ago, but then again, we were closer to the few fans they had. They had people, the bed of trucks, truck beds, in the supermarket parking lot there, so we could hear those fans. Here's a good run off that right side. Millionaires running some clock and getting some good yardage off that play. And again, that's Demir. Again, Sam's Glover. And Sean Shepstock is going to come over to make that tackle for Berwick with 7:29 left.
That was a big run, and now all of a sudden you've got a third down at about 6. Third and about 6 maybe here. I mean, you know, that's makeable with a team like this. So a big run like that now says, okay, that changes my play calling about what I want to do.
Got to be interesting to see what they do here. Up 23-7, you want to keep the ball run clock and get out of here with a big win. Big play here, third down 6. Millionaires, they want more. They go trips, top of the screen. Sims down here at the other side. Flip, Jones, nowhere to go, gets gang tackled and only got about 2 on the play. They saw that coming. They got it to the outside. Marone is now 10 out of 16 in the football game, but didn't get much that time. And now 4th down and 4, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Other than that play that we saw, Nasir Jones just didn't hold on to the ball. Other than that,
yeah, that would have been a touchdown.
Berwick has spent a lot of time, a lot of people following number 3 wherever he goes. It's sort of like in basketball where you say, I'm going after this one guy and keep him from scoring.
Hey, we'll take time out. Millionaires up 23-7. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate game. Rennie Jr., a lot of kids get the driver's license for the first time. They need insurance. Tell me about it.
Yep, Gary, I found that's one of our most competitive areas right now here at the Road Armor Agency is helping those families save sometimes $1,000, sometimes $2,000 by discussing those coverage with us, making sure we have all the discounts that are out there for those young drivers, be it driver training, be it good student. Get in touch with us to save big money on your young drivers.
Rennie Road Armor, Allstate Insurance. We're back in the Clothier, part 2 of the Bay Bear Makeover.
Hey, this beautiful sport coat from Jack Victor is beautiful in your wardrobe with a nice pair of trousers. And it's going to match gorgeous in your wardrobe. And you're going to make you look trim without going to the gym.
Well, I tell you what, this is a nice outfit. I tell you, this is the one, Francis. You're the best.
The Clothier for Men, downtown Williamsport, for the best in Central PA. Here come the Millionaires, 4th down and 4. And Wanup's going to come back here and punt it again. Taking time off. Yeah, they're gonna milk this down. There's 22 seconds on the game clock right now.
Well, the game clock's not running out of the timeout, just the play clock's running.
As he kicks it away. That ball's going to
that's beautiful.
Bounce
that's
inside
beautiful.
the 10, down to the 5, and down to the 4-yard line. You talk about a weapon.
That's
Elliott Wanup, and that is huge, to say the least. And now Berwick's got to drive the field just to get back a little closer in this ball game, and now the defense can gamble a little bit and try to get out of here. Game of the week brought to you by Dr. Dave Raymore after a 53-yard punt by Elliott Wanup, and I think that's his long for the year. Dave Raymore, former Millionaire, and of course great dentistry practice for general and cosmetic dentistries. And the great thing about it, he's had so many kids that now are bringing their kids to him. Dr. Dave Raymore, you did a great dentist, a great guy, and a great practice. Dave Raymore, Dr. Dave Raymore, General and Cosmetic Dentistry, Washington Boulevard, Williamsport. Give him a call. You'll be glad. I know Rizzo went to him, and he was happy that he did.
And what a great guy. And he'll explain exactly what it needs to be done, how it needs to be done, so that you aren't just saying, what in the world is this guy doing?
That's right. Yeah, he'll do that. First down and 10, Berwick. They've got the football. They've got to drive 96 yards. They have the football at their own 4-yard line.
Big chance for the Millionaire defense to make a play and maybe get some points here.
Benny Knorr, it's been a long night for the Dogs. They've had the penalty problems tonight. That's really been a big key in this game. Got something out of it that time. Good job by the quarterback to get about 5, maybe 6 yards on that play. As they come out there to make the tackle. Again, Roman Marone is coming in. They didn't start the game. He's made a bunch of tackles, especially in the second half of this ball game.
He's played a lot, some of the first half and second half filled in, able to get some key plays done, and also give some of the guys that play a lot of offense a chance to rest. He's playing well.
Benny Knorr trying to get Berwick something. Sheptock down the line, tries to go with it. Can't even get to the pitch. That time the Millionaires doing a great job standing him straight up. Good penetration. Dade Splain sent it up in the middle of the nose tackle. You had Jefferson coming, Avery Campbell coming, and a great job. He was thinking about trying to roll down that line on that pitch and make them miss and try to go to Sheptock to get something going. And, boy, the Millionaires just wrapped him up.
Millionaires doing a great job of changing personnel on the play. We saw Splain just come out, Filippa go back in order to give guys a little bit of a break and some experience about when they do have to play.
Yeah, that's a big key. Millionaires defensively. The pitch, Sheptock. He's their money guy, tries to get him to the outside.
First down.
Sean has had some big runs, and that's another first-round run by Sean Sheptock. Nasir Hennigan comes over to make that tackle.
It's going to be interesting to see. Berwick hasn't played a home game yet. They have played all their games on the road. They have their first home game of the season next week against Valley West there at Crispin Field, and you can bet they're going to want to put on a show before the home crowd, which, however big it is.
Yeah, you're hoping you get more fans of this, and I know a lot of school districts making their announcement. They'll be meeting to find out how many fans that they think is safe for a ball game. But they can get more than this. Down the middle, that throw is incomplete. Try to go to Devin Smith, who is a slot back. They had Sheptock down there, too. It's incomplete. And they stop the clock with 4:27 left in this football game.
Yeah, many of the school districts, because of the announcement, because of the court ruling, and then the PIAA following up on the court ruling, which the governor's trying to appeal, many of them said, let's just don't touch anything this weekend, but then we'll have meetings with our administrators, our health people, and decide what to do next weekend and have a little bit more time to make the right decision.
Second down and 10. Down that line with the football, Knorr keeps it again. Not going to get much. And again, wrapped up inside. Good job And again, Hennigan comes up, makes a play, and Roman Marone again has had a big, especially big second half of this game. He's made a lot of tackles. Third down and 8.
Very impressed by the Millionaire defense. I tell you, I mean, they are really doing a good job. For the most part, they've given up a couple of plays, but for the most part, they've really controlled things. And the offense has been able to live up to expectations, take advantage of some things early, and then come up with the big plays here in the second half.
Third down and 8.
Oh, wishbone.
Little wishbone look. We haven't seen that since the 70s when everybody was running the wishbone. That time they give it a Sheptalk. Wishbone look, that's interesting. During the 70s, of course, the Texas Longhorns, Alabama ran it. Of course, Oklahoma Sooners. The guy, Barry Switzer's teams, and we saw a lot of that. I remember when we were at Miami, we beat the Longhorns of Texas. We're on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and Hurricanes upset them. They were running that wishbone. That was probably the biggest win we ever had when I was there.
It was when
we didn't win as many then.
When I came back from Vietnam, I was stationed at Fort Hood, Texas. And, of course, every time you went around, hook 'em horn signs. Fake.
Yeah, they're going to fake it again. Sheptalk, he's got good speed to the outside, trying to keep it alive. Is he going to get there? That time, good job all the way around, and DJ Green is going to force him out.
Green reacted very, very nicely. He turned on his afterburners, got over there, and stopped him short of the first down. So the Millionaires really have a chance to put emphasis on this.
I'll tell you, Sheptalk nearly got there. That's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. They're going to take over on downs. And now Williamsport with 2:56. Or let's look and see here. Will it be a first down?
No, it's not. It's first down Millionaires.
Yeah, Millionaires do have it.
Yeah, he was able to do a great job by the Millionaires to react. They got caught on it once. They didn't get caught the second time. And that's good coaching and good players.
Nasir Jones is on that slot. They've got double wide this side. Going to keep it on the ground. Nasir Hennigan, the sophomore running back, had a big one last week, 73 yards. Got about a yard on the play, and it's a frustrating night for Berwick. Certainly, they're used to winning most of the time. Brian Knorr, again, big tackle for Knorr, number 57. His brother Benny is running the show at quarterback tonight, but when you get down, and Carm said this week, Carm DiFrancesco, the coach of the Berwick Bulldogs, that, when you're running triple option, it's tough to come back in games.
Yes. Well, that's why I said in the pregame, if the Millionaires could get out in front early in the ball game, that made such a difference. And Berwick made it close there at 10-7, but the Millionaires were able to get that big score before halftime. And since then, Millionaires have owned the second half for the most part.
Frankie Marone has thrown for 3, and now the Millionaires are looks like they're going to get a false start and jump offside early, and they're going to be backed up 5 yards with 2:04 left in the football game. Next week, we're going to be in Montoursville. Danville Ironman coming in against the Warriors, who won big tonight. I don't have all the scores. In our post game, we'll have all the scores of the games. We know that Sauk was winning big, Jersey Shore and Montoursville.
Danville's got a kid named Riley, KJ Riley there.
Yeah, I know him. We've seen him.
He's been there longer than Brady was with the Patriots.
KJ Riley's been there forever. He started as a freshman. Hard to believe he's still there. I just saw him on TV the other night. Here's a little toss sweep off the jet sweep. Keith Freeman is a fake in the middle and bring him around, a little reverse action. And that time, good job by Ryan Tejada. That's Ryan Mendez Tejada come over. Got it. We got a lot of guys with hyphens. You got to get the whole name in.
There you go. And your Millionaires, of course, are just trying to keep the clock running. They're at the point now where they're not worried about scoring. If it happens, it happens. But the main thing they're trying to do is to keep the clock running.
Yeah, big thing is this is a big positive win for Chuck Cruz and the Millionaires. Let's look at Kevin Brown talking to his quarterback. Kevin's done a great job running the show. Kevin, a good running back in his own right at Williamsport High School. He was part of a 1,000-yard backfield. I think there were 2,000-yard runners on the team his senior year. I think it was might have been Jet that was the other runner. Toss, Sam's Glover. He's speedy, he's shifty, and a good solid run by Demir Sam's Glover. He's inside the 15 and diving ahead down to about the 12-yard line. With 55 seconds left in the football game.
They are going to send field goal team out.
Field goal coming out. You might as well get the practice, right? Elliott Wanop, you want to be on the same page? Wanop kicked a 27-yarder in this game, but remember, he also missed one. They had a bad snap on one and took almost, I guess that was an extra point. It took forever.
That was an extra point.
Extra point that took forever to get the snap back, and then he was thrown off a bit and kicked it low.
30-yard attempt.
Trying to get his second of the season. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Wanop on the board. And the Millionaires put an exclamation point on a win, their third of the year with 15 seconds left. Elliott Wanop, 26-7. Millionaires will take another quick timeout. This is the Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, members serving members for 75 years. Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance, Route 15, South Side. Millionaires Stadium, now known as STA. And boy, I'll tell you, they got a lot to celebrate tonight. Not many fans. I know a lot of folks are out there watching this. This is big for Chuck Cruz and his staff. 26-7 over Berwick, 15 seconds left as they kick off to wrap up their third win. They're back here home next week against Wilkes-Barre. And I know that the Webb Weekly gang, I think Paul Bowe and Rich Zalonis will probably be here to do that game. We'll be at Montoursville for the Danville game next Friday night on Cable Sports.
Yeah, the Millionaires only have two more home games that week against Wilkes-Barre next week, and then in 2 weeks against Pittston. Their other three games are on the road.
Wanop's going to keep it on the ground. He's going to squib it. That ball is going to be picked up, and they're going to drop him after just a short gain coming back for Berwick. And the return was that time by Hunter Maddle. And 10 seconds left in the ball game. Big win for the Williamsport Millionaires. We're going to go down with Ben to talk to Chuck Cruz at the tail end of the game. And boy, I say, I think Frankie Marone, certainly you got to get Frankie Marone in there. Cam Sims caught a couple of touchdowns, and Desir Jones caught one early, but it's a great team win. And, maybe Jones certainly on the defensive end, but there are a lot of guys you could bring in. But we'll try to keep it to maybe Marone, maybe Cam Sims. But, Ken, who do you think you bring up here? Or down there? We're not coming up like the old days.
And Marone, because he's 10 for 16, 117 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's where and the defense performed so well.
You got to get a defender there. Of course, Jones leads that.
Yep.
There's a quick pitch. Final play of the ball game. That time Berwick, as they pitched it out to Isaac Tripp, quarterback that time. New quarterback came in, and the Millionaires have won this game. Ken, huge win. The old Millionaire team, maybe we rubbed off on this club tonight. I don't think they needed any help. 26-7, and that is a huge win for Chuck Cruz and the Millionaires over Berwick here at home. Millionaires have only beaten Berwick 10 times in the history of the series.
10th. This is the 10th. It's now 24 wins for Berwick, 10 for Williamsport in the series. But a great win for Coach Chuck Cruz because he's had to have a couple of wins in 2015 and 16, and he's also had a win here tonight. So a couple of good wins after losing to Berwick the last 2 years. Congratulations. I think Chuck Cruz and his staff did a great job, and the players implemented what he wanted them to do.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're getting geared up. Ben Reichley down there. Let's go down to Ben. Chuck Cruz is there. And Frankie Marone, first of all, let's go to Frankie Marone. Threw for 3. He's got 7 touchdown passes already this year. Ben?
Well, Frankie, heck of a job. You got three touchdown passes tonight, 7 for the year. Your offensive line played well. your defense sets you guys up in great situations.
You know, we always depend on our defense, but, you know, this whole coronavirus thing since the beginning of the season, we weren't looking at what could happen. We're looking at what's going to happen. You know, I know we had doubters going into the season with Dallas going down and the injury. They had me. They were thinking, you know, like, oh, last year we didn't do that great, but we don't only count on our offense, but we look at our defense and see what they're putting up, and they only let up those points. That's everything. That's all you need. Defense wins championships.
They do, but I will say this, results count, and you're getting results. Good luck to you. Stay positive.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Coach, you have a quarterback that's a real positive. He gets results.
Listen, like the rest of us, he's a work in progress. I'm certainly a work in progress. You know, the team's a work in progress. But anytime you can lead the game and you got more points than they did, you know, we'll enjoy it and we'll correct the mistakes this weekend and, you know, get ready for Wilkes-Barre on for the next Friday.
A little bit a solid first half, 10-7. You guys come out and do what you do in the second half. Your defense pitched a shutout for you. I mean, you know, first half offense was there. You felt you could have put some more points on the board, but your defense, I thought, was the key tonight. They really shut a Berwick team down that could have controlled the ball. You guys really dictated to the Berwick offense.
Well, it's a team game. You know, once we stop them defensively and we score points offensively, we take them out of what they want to do and force them to do something that they're not comfortable with. You saw late in the second half there, they started flipping their playbook, you know what I mean, and drawing stuff up on the whiteboard. So anytime you got coach pulling out the dry erase marker, you know that's a good sign for you defensively. And conversely, you never want to do that. You know, want to shoot, you want to stick to what you do and do it well.
One thing, offense, defense, we talk about special teams, but boy, you have a real asset in your kicking game.
Elliot, came over, from the soccer team. Mind you, the kid's an all-conference goalie. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? 2-3 years running. They won district X amount of time. He's like, Coach, I want to kick. I'm like, heck yeah, you can kick, son, and bring your friends with you. So if he continues to do this, I think he's legitimately a Division I kicker if he wants to pursue that.
Well, Coach, we appreciate it. A excellent victory of your team tonight. You have to feel real good at where your team is right now. There's work to do. As I know, you'll go look at film. You guys will improve next week, and we look to see you in the future.
Listen, you told Gary, I know you can hear me, Gary. Gary only comes when we're winning. Thank you.
Hey, Chuck, we might have rubbed off on a win.
Well, Gary, no matter, again, results.
Chuck, I told Chuck last year we're going to take him to Franco's. We're going to Franco's, and then when the game was over, we didn't happen to win the game. Chuck was a no-show, and I was taking him to dinner. So he shouldn't go just on win, but, yeah, we'll have to get Coach Cruz out to Franco's with Fred Marie and some of that great food.
Yeah, I think it'll work out. Good victory tonight. I thought Williamsport – they have something to work on, but boy, when they go back and they look at film, quarterback play, offensive line play, they had receivers and running backs doing hard, but boy, I thought the defense really came together well, and we'll see what happens against Wilkes-Barre, and we hope to see them again in the future.
Yeah, good chance we will. Millionaires, big win tonight, 26-7. Final score in this ball game from STA Stadium. We're going to take a timeout. Fairfield for fantastic deals. Post-game show coming up. We've got the Biters game ball, and we've got some of the scores of other games coming up, too. And hopefully this time we're going to have the Loyal Sox score. We didn't have it. They couldn't find that score. Sox was only up about 55-7 at the time, and they were up big. We've got a lot of big wins for the local teams, but, boy, this is huge for the Millionaires of Chuck Cruz as they win it 26-7. We'll be back with a post-game. Don't go away. Jim Fink, when it comes to life insurance, you're the man to come see at Randy Road Armor Allstate Insurance. Jim, tell me why life insurance is so important for families and folks to have.
Gary, I'm glad you asked that. I actually ask our potential policyholders what they want their life insurance to do for them. That tells me what kind of life insurance they might need and how much life insurance they might need. Whether it be to take care of debt, whether to be provide a surviving spouse with income, to put their children through college. These are the things that matter most to our policyholders, and The reason why they have life insurance is based on what they want it to do for them. And it costs much less than what people think, and it's very important to have to make sure that you protect what matters most to you in life.
Absolutely. Protecting the family, it's all about life insurance. The man to talk to here at Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance, Jim Fink for life insurance. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you very much, Gary.
Jim Moff and Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement.
Debbie, welcome to Moff Associates. We have about 40 years experience here, and we're going to have to come up with a game plan for your retirement, and we'll be able to make sure you have enough income for life.
Jim Moff and Associates, moffandassociates.com. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years. Hey guys, we're back here at Biter's Furniture, mattress appliance since 1966. Big part of our town. Route 15, Montgomery Pike, Southside with Joe Biter. Joe, the best investment I've ever made when it comes to comfort, the ultimate luxury in a mattress. I had a bad night's sleep every night. Came here, you hooked me up with the Simmons Beauty Rest Platinum Firm, and I'm telling you, it was the best investment, best move I made. Thanks.
Right. Scary decision, right?
Yeah, well, and I knew I needed a good night's sleep, but you helped me pick out the right one.
Gary, buying a bed is one of the most difficult decisions a person has to make. It's scary. That's why they need to come here. We have over 40 beds. We have all the top name brands. Our staff is professionally trained. We've been in the business for 30 years, and just like you were nervous about the decision. It's a year later. How do you feel?
I feel like $1 million, sleeping the best I have in recent memory. Well, I'm sleeping like a baby. But, I got to ask you now, Simmons Beauty Rest is one you have. How about the new things? I know there's some new ones here. Let's talk about that.
Certa Eye Comfort. No more needs to be said, right? Iconic in the bedding industry, so we brought that brand in this year. We have the new Tempur-Pedic Pro Adapt series, which is unbelievable. That was introduced last August. Unbelievable introduction. And now we have a brand called Chatham & Wells. People are going to shake their head. They're not going to know. But if they come in, this is the ultimate in luxury sleep. Jama wool imported from New Zealand, hand tufted, Talalay latex, all of the great ingredients at a really affordable price.
Bottom line is the go-to place. And they've got the huge selection, 40 beds. Nobody has it like Biter's. Biter's Sleep Center, Route 15, Montgomery Pike, Southside. Joe, thanks again.
Thank you, Gary.
We've got more coming from Biter's. Don't go away.
Why, the name is Furlinger, Bud Furlinger. River Valley Transit's original driver, date back to 1933. This baby goes back to 62. Sort of reminds me of my third wife, Shirley. You can see it here at the Peter Hurtig Transportation Museum. We've come a long way, but we still have the lowest discounted fares in the state. We cover the region from Jersey Shore to Hughesville. This is the new Church Street Transportation Center. And this baby is our new hybrid bus. River Valley Transit, dedicated to get you there.
Hey, we're back. Big Win Millionaires, Fairfield for fantastic deals. Post-game show, Gary Chrisman and Ken Sawyer. Ken coming back up in the hill felt pretty good for the former voice of the Millionaires. Huh?
Sure he did. It was a great performance by the Millionaires. Early in the ball game, the Millionaires took advantage of some penalties. And even though there were penalties in the second half, you didn't feel they affected the game all that much. The Millionaires took control. Berwick had the one long drive in the second half. Other than that, the Millionaires really dominated defensively, and they had enough offense going to be able to give them a comfortable win. It's kind of ironic, though, when you look at the stats, Berwick actually outgained Williamsport 251 to 222.
That's interesting.
In this ball game. Shows you stats don't always tell you the story.
Well, and the Millionaires were able to score quickly. And that was a key. They're able to take advantage of those penalties, get down there and score. And, hey, Frankie Marone, let's talk about his stats. Turns out he throws for 3 touchdowns in this ball game, got out early to Sear Jones, and then throws a couple to Cam Sims.
10 for 17, 117 yards, 10 for 16, 117 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. And that's very, very big against a hard-charging defense like Berwick.
Yeah, he gets better and better, and he's thrown for 7 now. And it's about playing. Don't try to do too much. Play within yourself. You've got weapons around you, and he threw that great fade to the corner. And he's got nice touch on his passes and getting a lot of confidence now.
And as Chuck Cruz said to us just a few minutes ago, he's a work in progress, and you see it's progressing very well.
Yeah, absolutely. Big win, Williamsport Millionaires, 26-7. If we have an RVT big play, Mike, if we have it, let's go. You could pick out a lot of these. We might have picked out one later in the ball game, but there's some big plays, and this is a well-thrown ball, Ken.
Yeah, this is that fade you were just talking about. And you see, 2 defenders are there, but they were right in position, and it was just perfectly thrown. You don't have to zip the ball all the time. You have to just put it where somebody can catch it.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, he hit him on a slant earlier. Cam Sims caught 2, 16 and 19 yards on that play. And I'll tell you, again, it's all about taking advantage of those millionaire weapons. And you've got Freeman with speed. You've got Cam Sims. You've got Mazzani back there. And, again, trying to get a little bit more of that running game, too. Little by little, it's working. And, again, they have some pretty tough guys up front. But the Millionaires rushing, they like to improve on that.
Yeah, they had 26 carries and just over 100 yards in the game, and I think they would really like to do that. But they played what they had to do to win the ball game. Good, solid defense and taking advantage of opportunities on the offensive side. Big score right before halftime and then dominating the second half except for the one long drive.
Absolutely. If we're ready, Mike, you may have the Biters game ball set and ready to go. If we have that ready to go, and we got to go to Frankie Marone as a Biters game ball winner tonight. 3 touchdown passes. He was a real deal.
He was, and he was able to be calm. Even though he faced some big rushes, he was able to make sure he put the ball where his guys were going to catch it and not turn it over. And against a quality team like this, turnovers make all the difference in the world.
Yeah, there's no question. Well, do we have the scores of other games? We were missing the Loyal Sock game tonight. We do have scores as you look at the press box here, and it's all brought to you by Jim Moffitt Associates at MoffittAssociates.com. You can see these are the scores. Now, our scoreman, the guy that goes at Tom Lush, is the guy that we had no score for Loyal Sock Hughesville, and the minute we went downstairs, they said they're up by about 50. Let's go over those scores.
Well, yeah, you can see. I mean, Jersey Shore blowing away Central Mountain. Boy, oh boy, Bulldogs.
And that's a pretty good Central Mountain. Yeah, Central Mountain is much improved.
Right. A big win by Muncie. They had to reschedule games because of their first game was knocked away. Montoursville, the team we'll see next week, continuing to roll over Mifflinburg. South playing their first game. A good, solid win for South. They lost some key weeks of practice, and so that's a good win for them to start the season. The Loyal Sock, of course, lost some games as well, and boy, impressive by the Lancers.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got some good games coming up later in the year.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Next week it'll be Montoursville hosting the Danville Ironmen. And Ken and I will be there. Babe will be back in a couple of weeks. That's going to be fun. J.C. Kiefer and the crew, they are the real deal. Jersey Shore, we saw them 2 weeks ago. And Justin Van Fleet, you knew they had weapons. Couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks away, Sauk and Montoursville. What a battle. That's a game you'll see here on Cable Sports and the Rennie Road Armor Allstate game. We're going to take a quick time out. We'll come back with a wrap. A final word in a moment. Williamsport wins it tonight. They're 3-0, first time in about 5 years. They win it tonight, 26-7 over Berwick. Hey guys, Fairfield for fantastic deals. Gary Crispin with Mike Rosamilia. Fairfield Ford at Williamsport. Mike, I'll tell you what a year you guys have had. And after the lockdown, you came back booming, record months, and one reason, incredible new vehicles at 2021. That Ford looks great.
Yes, absolutely, Gary. The 2020 and 2021 Ford Escape Explorer redesigns are phenomenal. And, of course, the perennial pony car, the 2021 Mustang is just, it's something to see.
Well, tell me about, first of all, let's look at the Escape. This is a cool car, a new look for 2020, and of course for the brand new year coming out. Almost looks like a foreign feel to it. It's like a new look, but boy, you're selling these like crazy.
We are. They're very hot, and Ford has been backing the product, of course, with some great incentives, 0% for all the way out to 6 years. The redesign, it's catching people's eye. It's a great vehicle.
And of course, the other thing we talk about the Ford Explorer, and I've owned the Ford Explorer, and then the new look for this past year. Boy, the people love that car, but boy, it's so good, so sporty, and you can haul a bunch of people and have some fun.
You can. It has up to seating for 7 and any kind of amenity you can think of. Actually, the drivers and passenger front seats will even give you a massage.
All right, now what else do we want to take a look at here, Mike? What are we going to next?
Let's take a look at the 2020 Ford Mustang. It's the perennial pony car, as I said. It is the original muscle car, and it's still going strong at 55 years old.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. You know, it came out, 1964 or something? What was it, 1964 and a half?
Yep.
Is that what it was? And you talk about muscle car, but this car is still one of the big sporty sellers that everybody wants to drive a Mustang.
It is. It's the #1 selling pony car in the United States.
And then you talk about, pre-owned, at least 150 on just about every Fairfield lot. You guys are hitting it out of the park. Mike, good luck for another great year.
Thank you, Gary.
Check it out today. Here in West 4th, Fairfield, Ford of Williamsport. Fairfield for fantastic deals. BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar is a Central PA classic 7 days a week, Sealands Grove and Danville, featuring the only authentic oyster bar in the region every day. And the ribs that made BJ's famous are back. The new meaty St. Louis Tavern rib, slow cooked to perfection, served with their tangy barbecue sauce. For the finest fresh cut steaks, amazing salads, Mediterranean flatbreads, and save room for dessert. Check it out today. BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar since 1982, still a Central PA classic. Hey guys, we're here at AAA, the most trusted name in travel in South Williamsport. Group travel manager Katrina Harvey with me. We go back a bunch of years doing amazing trips. This is a throwaway year in 2020. 2021 is going to be big. Tell me what you have going on.
Well, Gary, we're mainly going to duplicate our lineup of 2020 international and domestic tours, starting with your Princess Alaska cruise tour. It's being rescheduled for next July.
That's going to be huge.
Our one-day and multi-day bus trips range from the Philadelphia Flower Show to Mackinac Island in Michigan. There's a full lineup of cruises going to Bermuda, the Caribbean, Alaska, and Canada and New England. We also have tours to Ireland and the U.S. national parks. We have a wide variety of trips to meet everyone's needs.
So now more than ever, travel with someone you trust. AAA, the most trusted name in travel. For the finest detail and handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip.
Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, serving 3 meals 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 3 p.m. on Sundays. House-made desserts, including famous Griggs' sticky buns, coffee, peanuts, and peanut butter, and specialty drinks. Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, just off North Loyalsock Avenue in Montoursville.
Fairfield for fantastic deals. Post-game show. Gary Chrisman, Ken Sawyer back here at STA Stadium. Huge win, Millionaires 3-0, 26-7. Final score in this game. That's big.
And I think for fans, as they figure out how many people are going to be able to come in, they only got 2 more home games on their schedule. I mean, this is only the first one, but they've only got 3 for the whole schedule of home games for the Millionaires. So if you get a chance, come up and see them, because they're a fun team to watch.
Yeah, and the PIAA made the ruling about fans, and somebody told me before the game that Muncie already acted on it, and I think they seat at 2,200, so they're going to let half of the fans in, like 1,100, and to be safely distanced. Going to be interesting to see what Williamsport School Board does as far as fans allowed in the stadium to try to get some more people
And
here.
you know what Shikellamy did? They did a great idea. They divided the stadium in half. So you came in separate entrances, and they put so many people on the home side and so many people on the visiting side so they could double it to 500 people. Now with the restrictions changing, we'll see how they handle it.
Yeah, it should be fun. Ken, big win, and next week's going to be a great game. We're going to see the Montoursville Warriors, J.C. Kiefer's team, real deal. We've got some really good football teams in the area. You see Sauk winning big, Shore again, just put it to Central Mountain, who was supposed to be really good and improved. That's an arch rival game. And, of course, now the Montoursville Warriors and Danville. Always a big game every year. And you're right, K.J. Riley coming back again. We've done a lot of those games.
A lot of those games through the years, and we've seen some classic games between these two schools. We saw a couple of years ago, Montoursville really blew a game in the regular season. They lost their cool, something like what we saw early in that game.
Yeah, Danville.
But then they came back and played Danville in the districts, and they won that game. So.
And they won that game going away. It's going to be fun. Ken and I will be back next week. Cable Sports and the Rennie Rhode Armel Allstate game. For our entire crew, for Ken Sawyer, I'm Gary Crispin saying so long from STA Stadium. The Millionaires are 3-0. They win tonight. Big win over Berwick. Final score 26-7. We'll see you next week. Part 2 of the Bay Bear Makeover.
Dave, this beautiful sport coat from Jack Victor is beautiful in your wardrobe with a nice pair of trousers. And it's going to match gorgeous in your wardrobe, and it's going to make you look trim without going to the gym.
Well, I tell you what, this is a nice outfit. I tell you, this is the one, Francis. You're the best.
The Clothier for Men, downtown Williamsport for the best in Central PA.
Pudgy's Pizza is serving delicious subs, incredible wings, and their amazing pizzas and specialty pizzas at its brand new location in the Savoy Plaza, Montoursville. If you're planning the family dinner or you need the Pudgy's Pack or Max Pack for a weekend party, order online at pudgysofwilliamsport.com or call Pudgy's Montoursville location at 570-980-9875. And don't forget Pudgy's legendary location at 2028 Lycoming Creek Road in Williamsport. Same awesome taste, now at 2 terrific locations. Make it a Pudgy's Day today.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
In Pennsylvania, there are 14,000 children who've been removed from unsafe situations. While we hope that number stops you in your tracks, we also want to remind you these children are more than a number. There are 14,000 names, stories, fears, hopes, and dreams. They are kids who deserve to know they belong, and the community is here to support them by becoming foster parents. Adelphi Foster Care and Adoption Services is asking for your help to say, I can make a difference. Call us today at 1-800-KID 5928 to learn how.
Kiss 1027, the 80s to now.
4th down 4. Over the middle. That ball is thrown and caught, and it's a touchdown. Good play. Owen Anderson. Cheer. He's got Polizzi back there with him now. Rocco, big hole left side, touchdown. Rocco Polizzi could have walked in. 4th down and 11 at the 20. They go up top again. Same place. Watkins jump ball. Did he make it? Touchdown. What a catch. The gun weary. He's got a rhythm to the offense now. The Dogs on the march over the middle. Wide open. End zone touchdown. Anderson.